It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We're repping our team, standing side by side. We don't lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We're repping our team, standing side by side. We don't lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We're repping our team, standing side by side. We don't lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so dope. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We repping our team, standing side by side. Win or lose, we carry that blue. Talk Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so dope. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We repping our team, standing side by side. Win or lose, we carry that blue. Talk Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, cheer.
Yes, good people, big up to all of you. Welcome back to Chelsea Perspective. Welcome for another edition of the Blue Morning Show. I do hope you're all doing well. Today we're here to talk about Chelsea's away game against Charlton in the FA Cup. And also after that, we will go news hunting and then take a look at a lot of stuff that the manager said during the presser. And I've got to say, he's an excellent communicator. And my hope is that translates on the pitch. Before we get started properly, as usual, it's a tradition here. I have to say hello to those beautiful people, to the beautiful people in the chat. And Namaya Fawale, as usual, good morning to you too. Kinetic Foundation. I haven't done the research, but yeah, I'm not gonna say you can say off the top of the bat that it's absolute horse dung. I have to do my own research to conclude. Then I'll let you guys know what I think about it. But I haven't. But I'm probably, I could say, chances are it's absolute nonsense. It's just people, you could say, blowing something out of context, maybe. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. And the metaphor, let's say, it's dark. I will look at it and we'll talk about it. Checking in. Okay. Yeah. Mod Miner saying hello to people. Let's see, what else do we have here? Yeah, I do watch, but we're here to talk about Chelsea, yeah, because I was born in Nigeria. So no need to come talk about it here. And there are other people. He said 99.9% of the people here are here to talk about Chelsea Football Club, if you don't mind. Yeah, what else do we have here? And my bro, my best MB5 is in the house. MB05, a big up to you. To hopefully Chelsea will smash Charlton Athletic away in the FA Cup to get back to our winning ways. Up to Chelsea. I think we can. I hope the manager doesn't experiment too much, and I think he would not. I think he would want to get off to a winning start. But that's my opinion anyway. He seemed to be a very confident chap. Might make a lot of changes, but I don't think he will. Mali, Cameroon out. Yeah. Cameroon, that's a shocking defeat to them. I didn't expect them to be beaten that easily. Jackson not starting for AFCON. How many games in a row right now? So I'm not sure why that is the case. What do we have? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Are winning against FA Cup winners, Crystal Palace. I am watching the game now. Okay, that's why we have to start immediately with the lineup prediction, much preview proper lineup prediction exercise so that we can relax while we go through the comments from the manager's presser. I'm still struggling a bit. I have a serious neck pain. I was doing something in the office, dozed off there with my not lying properly. Now I have a very, very serious, painful. I have a very, very serious neck pain, but I've been rubbing something on it. Hopefully, subside. And Time My Bro is in the house. I love this song, man. Wake up! It's a Blue Morning Show. Yep. Thank you so much, Ty, for joining. You know what to do. I appreciate you finding the time to join the conversation, my bro. Let's see what else we have here. Big up, Charles Sessions. Yep. Say hello to him. I'm not sure what's going to happen. There's been a lot of issues in the Nigerian camp. Lack of paid match bonuses, nothing new there. That's something I can recall started happening even when I was still in Nigeria at a very young age also. What else do we have here? Let's say John Rooney is managing Macclesfield FC. He is the younger brother to Wayne Rooney. Wow, okay. Maybe he'd be a better manager than Wayne Rooney. Rooney doesn't look like managing clubs is his thing. The last time Chelsea played against Charlton Athletic away, it was on the 3rd of February 2007, back in 2006-2007 season. Did we win? You usually say who won, but you haven't said that in this one. Let's see. I was you were a year old at the time. Okay. I am 20-year old in my early 20s at the time. Okay. Let's see. Now, currently, Macclesfield, is that how you pronounce that? Macclesfield FC looks. Look at the fans getting out of the seat, celebrating with the players. Yeah. Yeah, Mabas is a kid. Chelsea won 1-0. Tight game. Okay. I got a bet. Wally Waldo, nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the conversation this particular morning. I got a bet with my Nigerian mate that Ivory Coast will make AFCON final instead of Nigeria. All right, let's see. 1-0, Frank Lampard from outside the box. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. You should be doing that sort of things more. That sort of thing more whenever we talk about where you can say we're having a match preview show. Perfect pronunciation, coach. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Wally Waldo, my bro. I appreciate you. Let's see. Before that, it was called Macclesfield Town FC, but it got discontinued. Uh, Discontinued like it's a product, but that's okay. I mean, did get your point across, so that's what matters the most. But that's, by the way, I have two respected panelists on here with me. First, our senior panelist is here, and the captain of the community in Constantine Dunn. Big up to you, Dante. Let's hear you. Are you looking forward to this one? Here's the plan because we don't have too much time. We will start with the lineup prediction exercise, the match preview proper lineup prediction exercise, then good news hunting. Then we will dive into a lot of stuff that Rosenior he said during his press. I mean, that's nothing new to me because I've listened to him talk before. A lot of people think he's performing was performative. How do you pronounce that? Performative? I can't pronounce that correctly right now. But yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. But I think that's who he is, really. He's a very, very confident chap, confident in his abilities and all that. You got anything? So, Dante, are you looking forward to this one? Usually that's the first question we ask here, but I want to hear from you.
Yeah, big up, coach. Hopefully your neck won't be too stiff during the show, so hopefully you'll be fine.
You can say what happened was that I was grading assignments at the office at night, dozed off, and because I was already dangingly tired. And I think I did tell you
Yes.
guys during the show.
Yes.
So I decided to, you said, just pass the night there with my neck not properly situated. The next day, in serious trouble.
You paid for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Big up Bobby as well, and everyone in the chat there as well. Mabast, big up. Yeah, of course, excited. Yeah, new era starts, new manager, system's a little bit different. So yeah, definitely excited to watch to see his first game, officially first game, in the dugout. So yeah, can't wait for that. It's not the best time for me, that one. It's a bit early in the morning, so I'll see if I actually wake up for it, and I'll see if I stay up for it. If not, I'll sleep and then I'll watch it after.
Bobby, big up to you. Thank you for finding the time to join us on the panel. I do hope you're doing well as well. Are you looking forward to this one? We will get into what I know probably you're ready to talk about. But we want to go. You can say we want to address them in this order: match preview, lineup prediction exercise, then the commentaries from the manager's presser. But let's hear you, Bobby. Big up to you.
Yeah, big up, guys.
Big up, Bobby.
Yeah, I know you say we're going to go through that order, but you never execute the orders you've written down because a lot of these things come out organic in the discussion. Yeah, I mean, Charlton away. How can you discuss Charlton away without discussing the new manager and the current situation of the team? It's absolutely impossible, coach. You know, I can't say, I never say, oh, I'm looking forward to a game or anything like that. I think that's very,
And
I
I'm
don't,
still going to ask you the same question next time.
yes, you will. And it's a signatory thing. And I'll give you the same answer. So it's all good. That's all part of our hate relationship. Um, but yeah, I mean, look, it, uh, this game is interesting on so many levels. Mr. Rosenior, who is relatively a local boy. He was born not too far away from Stamford Bridge in Wandsworth, which is still southwest London. And he talks a very, very, very good game. If he is as good a coach as he is a talker, wow, we are in for such an amazing ride. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking at this game for several reasons. One, I want to see just how much of an understanding of the team he has, because if he goes and plays all the first teamers again, when I say the first teamers, I mean the people that you'll naturally expect against Charlton, knowing that he has Arsenal in about 3 days' time, it'll be interesting, if not rather unwise. I'm very glad that he's put Callum McFarlane in his coaching staff. I think he should be able to give him.
That, by the way, shows he's a very sensible individual.
Yeah, I mean, he's seen it for what he is. You see, there's one thing that's very um, important. Now, I'm not saying that English managers are by far are the best managers. Absolutely far from it. What I'm saying is that the understanding that an Englishman has of the culture, the nature, and the history of the club is natural. You know, he speaks naturally about Chelsea. Despite the fact that he was a player for Brighton, which also helps, but he talks the talk. He knows the culture.
Even though I know that's how he speaks naturally, I think he's a serious charmer, and he's an excellent communicator. I'm not sure how else to explain, but
Yeah,
dang it, he can speak very well.
yeah, he is a fantastic. I think a charmer is the word. The only thing about that is that he's put himself into a sort of Jose Mourinho situation. He's got to deliver, because if he doesn't, the media is going to tear him a new one. They're really going to rip him apart. Based, a lot on that. So this is a big game for him. Big game for the team, the squad, his relationship with the squad, his respect from the squad. There's so many things here. He's in an unenviable position. He really is. However, having said that, he's a young man. He's 41 years old, which is young in terms of coaching. He's not young in life, as it were, but
I mean, in
for
life, he's still very young, Bobby.
yeah, he's still young, I guess.
If anything, middle age, isn't it what it's called?
Well, not quite.
Okay.
He's certainly a lot younger than me. In fact, I'm probably the same age as his dad. But um, he he has walked into a situation that could either make or break him, and you cannot but admire him for that. I have this sort of little admiration for the guy's balls, to be honest. And if he's able to transmit that to that young team, my goodness, what a team. Obviously, with some few adjustments, because we still carry players that are not good enough. But let's see. Charlton today away. It's going to be an interesting game. That's all I can say about
Yeah.
that game right now.
hmm it would be very interesting indeed, and we will learn. I think we might learn a lot today. We might not, because him. Probably, I don't think. Did I see him anywhere say he's going to take you can say the transition gradually and not be drastic with it. But let,
He hasn't got the time.
yeah,
We'll learn something about him today. We won't learn a
well,
lot
yeah.
about him, but
hmm
you
But
learn
one thing is
something.
certain. One thing I've always known: he's not that stubborn. He's very flexible. But the only thing I've always been concerned about, I think I've said that too, is that he doesn't know how to be pragmatic. But I've learned also that he's a smart guy, and definitely will I make some adjustments to his approach so he doesn't get into trouble in the Premier League. He knows the Premier League. Probably he knows the English game well enough to know that it's a very different animal compared to the French league. But that's, by the way, Dante, you've spoken, right? Let me catch up what we have so we can get the preview to the preview exercise proper. And if you haven't, please take a second, drop a like on the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And here we have, go ahead, Bobby, were you saying something?
No, I was agreeing with you that
Okay.
he understands what the Premier League is about, but putting down applying your understanding is going to be interesting. I think he will be different to Maresca in that regard, because he'll be more prepared to change.
It
Uh,
will be. And finally, you can argue we have someone, you can say, who will buy us, you can say, some favor from from the press, maybe for himself anyway. Not for us.
Yeah, I mean, time will tell. The press is the press, isn't it? There's an anti-Chelsea bias that will be slightly reduced because he's an Englishman,
Yeah,
and
and because actually he communicates effectively. Because some of
yes,
Maresca's case, some of the stuff people, you could say, slated him for as down to miscommunication, not necessarily because he couldn't speak English properly. But so you could argue in Rosinier's case that would reduce significantly because he communicates effectively. Miscommunication will never be an issue.
yes, there's another thing that kind of concerned me. A question that he was asked by one of those foolish so-called journalists that I
Mhm.
really don't know what the hell they're doing in football. She started talking about, oh, this first black manager. Don't do that. Don't do
That
that.
doesn't really make sense. Yeah.
You're adding another
He's actually not
tier.
the first.
He's not the first. And why are you giving relevance to something that is irrelevant at
Hmm.
this point in time? You're adding another tier of pressure to this young man, an unnecessary pressure, division, and you're raising an issue that should not even be, and it shouldn't be on the table for discussion right now. And these are the things that the media does that I'm very skeptical about. That's what I think. Do you know what? His strength could be his weakness in media eyes because
Hmm.
they're already lining up the things they're going to attack him with, the
Yeah.
things they're going to put him under pressure with.
Yeah.
So, I'm praying for the guy. I really am. If he does it, wow, what a story that will be.
Yeah. I think he will do it. Because if you have researched his progression, you will know that he's got it, which is why they
And
trusted him with
I
Strasbourg.
do like his response to that question. He
Yes,
obviously said skin color doesn't matter, but anyway, he got called him in black, but he's like, I'm not
he's mixed
like
race. Yeah.
my mum's. I mean, sorry, my dad's black, but my mum's white. So I thought that was pretty funny the way he responded to that reporter. Just
He
shows
knows
what sort of
how
question
to.
that
You could
was.
say he knows how to deal with the press very, very well.
Yeah, he
Of
said the
course,
right
yeah.
thing, but can you
He's
see
well
what I'm
educated,
saying?
so of
Can,
course he
can you
is. Yeah.
see? Can you see what I'm saying about how divisive that was? What are you talking about? Do
Yeah,
you know
they
what I
shouldn't be
mean?
asking that question.
Yeah,
Exactly, but I'm
yeah,
glad he put it, in a place straight away, basically. So it's
yeah.
good, a good answer. Yeah,
All right, let me catch up so that we can get to the match preview exercise proper. Let's see. We have Macclesfield went out of business. They were a historical English League team. A local businessman in conjunction with former Premier League player Robbie Savage helped to resurrect them. Okay, it looks like they're doing pretty well right now. And thank you for that education there. Random Hero X Jack, we appreciate you for that. We like this sort of thing so that we can also learn and be well equipped to talk about the club in question next time. Big up to you too, Ty. Once again, saying okay, he's saying
um,
hello to Dante. Dante, Ty said hello to you too. I think you've responded, right? Um,
yes, yes. Just now,
let's see. The God of Frog is in the house. Ganacho and Estevao should be starting with Palmer getting benched. We might well see that, or it depends. Rosenior might see the game as an opportunity to try out what he's going to do against Arsenal. We
can
don't
I just
know.
ask,
Well,
sorry, coach, before you go on, if you can
mm-hmm,
put back up that message from God of Frogs?
mm-hmm.
Can I please ask him why does he have Rosenior dressed in that way in that photo?
Is that
What?
Rosenior?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see. That's he's entitled to do that. Is it?
No,
But
it's entitled, but I would like to find out why.
yeah,
Why would he
Godfrey, can
like?
you tell us why you dressed the manager in that manner? We want to know. Yeah. He's entitled to do that. Yeah, yeah. Let him explain. Let's know. I think it'd be a good thing to know. Macclesfield Town FC got dissolved as a football club on September 16, 2020, 6 months after COVID lockdown, after the start of 2020-2021 season, and they got resurrected by Savage and his friend. I heard. We learned here. Mod Manor there. I'm not going to read that. What else do we have? Nothing important here. And the win for Macclesfield FC was dedicated to the vet of footballer Ethan McLeod, who died at the tender age of 21 from a car accident. Rest in peace, Ethan McLeod. Is that how you pronounce that? I'm not sure. Based on psychology, Liam Rosenior is still considered middle-aged. Young adult is apparently 18 to 40. He's 41, so the early stage of middle-aged adulthood. I'm not into the. I'm not sure if I've actually at any time taken taken the time to you could say calculate from what age to what age is considered what. Macclesfield AFC fans were doing pitch invading after they won. That's what I mean. I think I understood that when you said it. Anything else? Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes that do go a long way. Charlton have played. Charlton have a player called Tyrese Campbell, whose middle name is Tupac Shakur. True story. Really? That's serious. I didn't know that. All right. Anything else? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna scroll to the very bottom, but before I do that, I want to say hello to this bruv. Yeah. Okay. To be honest, let's see. Ruth Gillett was our first black coach. I think that's accurate. But I have my bro in the house in the blue game. Big up to you. Nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. Big up, Coach Bobby and Angola done too. Yeah, you never say my name in a special way. I don't know whether Dante, you guys meet after shows where he buys you stuff and all that. Maresca's English wasn't his first language. I do know that was the case, which is why he struggled at times to communicate effectively. I'm just going to leave it at that. He isn't the first. Yeah, I'm not sure who's the first, but I'm going to move on to that. Ruth Gillett exists, 1995. What else do we have here? I'm going to scroll to the very bottom, then I'll try to get your subsequent contributions in the chat. It's always who? Okay, let's see. Far too early for manager agendas. At least let me warm up the bus. Yeah, warm up the bus before you all start with your Rosina out. I think it's shocking that actually plenty of Chelsea fans, let me stick with the word plenty, actually want him to fail. Yeah. And one of them I looked at and I did say to him, it looks like you're low key R word. Why? Because I paid attention to the pattern of his behavior on X, the sort of people who he attacks mainly. He hasn't responded after I said that. Maybe he's blocked me now because a lot of Chelsea fans are into responding to your post on X, but blocking you immediately, not allowing you. They're not open to a debate. They just want to attack you and then cowardly, you can say, take off and not they don't want to do anything with you again. But that's okay. Yep. My point is this: it's concerning that a lot of Chelsea fans don't want to debate. They just want you to believe in what they believe in, and that's it. If you don't believe in what they believe in, you're done. They don't want to talk with you. They will block you, and take off. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. It feels weird that people would talk against a manager before he's even managed a single game, even if he wasn't our first choice. Anyone representing Chelsea should receive our full support. This is the delicious comment of the day. This is the delicious comment of the day, and it deserves fireworks, in my opinion. Listen, I don't know how else to explain that. I don't know how else to explain that. You cannot change that now. Even if you didn't want Rosenior, I didn't want him either because I felt like it was a bit too early for him. I wanted him to spend at least one more season at Strasbourg. But the moment I see that cannot change, all in. Let's back him. Because if he does well, our beloved club does well. But if you don't want him to succeed, I don't know how you can convince me that you love the club. You don't. There's no world where you can get me to change my mind to say the reason why you don't want the manager to succeed is because you love the club. I don't see a word, even half asleep. I'm not going to believe that. But unfortunately, there are people like that. I see the person that I'm waiting for him to respond is that he used the photograph of Rosenior with hashtag BlueCo out. What are you saying? How can such person tell me that he loves the club? And I've tried to tell people also, this is not saying that I'm the best friend. I'm the owner's best friend. I'm not. I'm not against them either. I'm not going to say that they're the worst thing that you can say that has happened that have happened to Chelsea. I will never say that. But my point is sometimes we act as if we don't really care. We just want the club. Some people want the club to fail for the sake of being proven right. There are still a lot of people like that, actually. Some are not actually, they're no longer hiding it. They don't care. They wanted Man City to smash us. They wanted it to lose the game after. As long as you can say it will amount to people seeing the owners as a failure, they'd be happy to see that happen. That is not okay. I don't block people irrespective of how their opinion differ from mine, but I'm starting to contemplate that because sometimes it doesn't pain me, but it annoys me that in real life I'd be fighting at least two people a day if we see face to face because of the way they behave against our club. But that's by the way, I get you. That's an excellent, the delicious comment of the day, and I appreciate that.
Well done, Jack.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you saying?
I'm just saying, well done to Jack. Great, that was a great message. Yes, and
Yeah,
that's
a great
why
message.
I
Yeah,
called out Bogota Frogs there. I mean, why are you painting him, like that and calling him names and shaming him? It's not
yeah,
right. It's not
it's
right
not.
from the start. We've had nothing. This is exactly what happened to Maresca as well from the start, and all of that. And yeah, we know why, obviously,
I
because
will
they
go to
hate
the
the
extent
ownership.
of saying that the fans could be. That's a chance. That's my opinion. That's a possibility. They're one of 50% of the reasons you can say he decided to leave the club.
100%, it's a factor. 100%. I have no doubt that is part of it as well. When you don't feel that love, that disrespect, you're looking through finger, and then you see your photos everywhere, dressed in a clown and all this derogatory language, and then you're the ones close to you, the away supporters or the ones, the season ticket holders, they go to the game, you know, doing that. Well, that takes it to another level. So yeah, look, I think that's definitely had a major factor in my opinion. Yes.
All right. Ty says here the beautiful game. He's saying the boss. Let me see. Give me a second there. Let me catch up with this. I want us to get into the match preview exercise proper as soon as possible. Give me 1 second here. Ooh, what's going on here? Is that broken? Okay, so fine. At least I think it's about time I changed the system again. I usually change it every 2 years, and I haven't changed this one. Maybe some updates might solve the issues I'm experiencing with it, or maybe I shouldn't be installing a whole lot of the stuff I have on there. But it's so new. The vehicle smell is there, and also the engine is so unused. All right, let's see. Hey, homie, hey to you too, Victoria. Okay. Victor, okay, Ade Inusa, Ekugbadu, nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. The reason I will back Liam Rosenior as Chelsea new head coach are his alignment with the club's long-term vision and his proven ability to develop young players. His communication is 100%. And I admire, you can say, your ability to see those things that a lot of people don't want to pay attention to. That's not you saying that everything is perfect, but at least you understand, yeah, they probably brought him in because, yeah, he's aligned with the way they want to operate. Whether, again, the argument whether they're doing things right or not is a different thing, but yeah, you nailed it. More importantly, he's an excellent communicator. So Ade Nusa, nice to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. We have
Another
about
delicious
16 more
comment there,
coming. I'm
coach.
not sure if
That's
I'm
two
going to
in a
catch up
row.
with all
Two
of them.
delicious comments today already.
So yeah, two delicious comments already. Yeah, exactly. A sensible comments. It's the owners that don't deserve our support, in my opinion. That's your opinion. I think it wouldn't make sense to isolate the owners and not support them. Uh, yes, then as long as you support the team, you still support the owners. But you have every right to demand that things change. That's why democracy exists. You have every right to demand that we try things differently, that you don't think the way they've done things have worked. And they have every right to let you know, yeah, we think it's working. You just have to be patient. But the world, the only concerning thing is that people think you definitely have to change or you're out, which the out aspect of the argument will never work. It could, I don't know. My opinion, I say it actually probably won't move a needle. And that's my opinion. Chances are it does, but I don't think it will. Before the sporting directors got a pay rise, people were screaming SD's out, SD out. They got a rise, which means yeah, the owners felt like they're doing the right thing. So, but yeah, once again, fans do have the right to demand what they want to demand. So we're gonna hear from. I'm gonna read a few things. I'm not gonna read everything. I just cannot. I will back whoever manages Chelsea, but not the owners. You have the right to do it like that, and I don't know how you're not backing the owners. You're backing the manager. So that's the funny aspect when you all do. Let's see the Bluetooth again here says my side eye is firmly on Iqbali and the sporting directors. We've gone through far too many players and managers for them not to get at least a little heat. That's another way to see it. We need a bit of consistency. But here's the thing: the truth remains, Maresca walked. And in my opinion, if you ask me, Maresca betrayed me because I'm one of his biggest backers and betrayed those that backed him. Because from what we're hearing, in my opinion, I think he already have something in motion and wanted to leave Chelsea. And the one that led to me saying, you know what, F it. It was all his fault. He started talking to Man City mid-October. Things weren't as bad. Things weren't actually bad at the time. Didn't he win Manager of the Month for October? Was it the month he won?
November, yeah, November.
November. So things weren't bad at the time. So the fact that he told them at the time that he was talking to Manchester City, if in case a managerial vacancy emerges there, I'm not sure how best to accurately pass that point of mind across to you. But why would the club still trust him? That alone, you can argue, led to the club saying, what is this? We gave him a 5-year contract. Look at what he's doing right now. Even though, yeah, he did tell them, which means, yeah, he's being transparent. But at the same time, you cannot say high five your wife for being transparent, for telling you if any time if you can say if his ex divorces his current wife and shows interest in him, then he'll probably go to him. That she'll probably go back to him. That she's sorry. Are you going to high five him for being transparent, for being truthful to you? No, I wouldn't. I know you can argue the analogy doesn't necessarily align, but it's the same thing because it has to do with trust. Yeah, hold on, please. So you get my point there. So in this case, they wanted to stop hiring and firing. But Maresca used that to upgrade polish his resume, and boom, took off. That's how I see it. I also didn't want Liam Rosenior either. I wanted JT as an interim at Chelsea. He was my first choice before Chelsea hired him.
Look,
Go ahead.
I have to agree with your deduction. I think it's just plain to see that's what's happened. I'll add to that it's not so much that people, well, reasonable Chelsea fans can't accept the truth of the matter that Maresca actually threw the club, the fans, the players, and everybody under the bus at the altar of his own so-called ambitions. But what is upsetting the fans is that the fans are now looking at other things, other decisions made by the board, marginally, but other decisions made by the board, which have been wrong. I don't quite understand some aspects of their summer window, or indeed their squad building strategy. Yes, we know they're going young, yes, but ignoring glaring things in the Premier League like physicality, okay, speed, height, all these things that are ingredients to a winning formula is extremely naive, and they need a bit of a kick up the backside from fans. Even the selection of Maresca himself, okay, you can look at that as an honest mistake. But do you mean to tell me that somewhere along the line there weren't red flags that this is something he could possibly do? Look, it is what it is. We are where we are, and it looks like Rosenior is probably a choice that they didn't have. But you're right. You're 100% right. Maresca threw us under the bus. That's something that fans shouldn't lose sight of. And we've been cornered, whether it's of our own making or not, whether it's of the making of the sporting directors when they had the opportunity to get a Luis Enrique, and they went for an Enzo Maresca, and Enrique, that at the time really, really, really wanted the job, is left to be seen. It seems a bit weird in terms of their decision making processes.
In all honesty, in terms of a ring case, I'm not regretting it.
I'm
Why?
not regretting it
No,
either.
I'm not. We're just having a conversation here, Bobby.
Yeah,
Maresca has proved he's better than him, in my opinion, head to
yeah,
head.
you could, yeah, you could be right. I mean,
Yeah.
after all, he's plying his trade in France, not England, and he has an older squad, older mix of squad, whereas these are all young guys, and yeah, you could be right, but it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one, and that's why the Chelsea frustration is complex. You can even take all this back to the sale of the club yet again. So we've got to just get our act together as quickly as possible. And one thing I have to admit is, look, these guys didn't invest 1.5 billion pounds into playing staff not to win.
I
That's
mean, that's one
ridiculous.
argument that doesn't make any sort of sense. But yeah, we let people
No.
knock out themselves to what they feel is what's happening. But go ahead, Bobby.
Of course, I mean that's totally out of the question. The issue here is being able to be sensible enough to, after having made that type of investment, at least pick the right investment. You've got more than one sporting director on this, and a panel on the Coachella Chelsea perspective can probably select a better summer transfer window than these people that are paid big bucks to do that. I know it's not quite as simple as just picking players, but you get my drift.
Mm.
They've got to be a little bit more pragmatic, a little bit more professional, a little bit more insightful, and a little bit more capable of applying the knowledge of the game, both in Europe and in the Premier League, to select the right players for this club.
Yeah. So we're
Just to
gonna
add to
go
that. Sorry,
quickly.
Kate.
Ty says
Let me
here.
add to that quickly for Bobby. What Bobby said there. Yeah, I hear this from a lot of people. Why do we have two sporting directors? Why do we need? Why can't we just have one? Well, people need to look at what we were doing with the project. We needed as many sporting directors as possible. When you turn over 40 players, sell 40, buy
That wasn't
40.
my question, by the way. Just saying. I know you're not
Yeah,
saying
no,
it
but
was.
I'm just adding on to it. A lot of people are saying that on X and everywhere. I
Questioning
see it
why we
everywhere.
have that many. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's saying that, blah, 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 should be one sporting director. Well, no, we
Are we
needed that
actually
many
the only
sporting
ones
directors.
doing that? No.
Sorry?
Are we the only ones that have multiple sporting directors? No.
I think we are, but it doesn't matter. We're pioneers anyway.
We have more than anyone else, but
Yeah,
that's
Oh,
why
everything we do
how
is
many do we
I'm
have?
unique.
trying context why we had to have more than anyone else.
How many do we? Go ahead, but go ahead. What you were answering?
I think we had three at one time. I think it's down to two now,
There
but
are
we had three at
four or
one time.
five, I think.
Oh,
No,
there you
no,
go.
it depends how you look at it. It's 5 all up, but it's a different kind
Yeah.
of structure. It's not the same. So, yeah, pretty
But there
much
are
2 that
other clubs
were.
that have like two.
If you're
There's
including
other
the
clubs that have two,
scout,
correct? Of course there is. Yes, but most
if you're
have one.
including the scouts and scouting network, then it's total 4 or 5. If you're not really, if you are differentiating different sectors, then it's maybe 2 or 3.
It's two, yeah. Basically, the main ones, those ones that and one that overlooks. So, yeah, look, we needed that because of what we had to go through. I mean, people keep bringing it up, but we actually needed that. Maybe going forward that might reduce. We'll see what happens. But buying another club as well, maybe going to buy another one as well. Well, you need multiple hands to work that kind of thing, especially our project how it was. You needed a lot of people working on so many contracts and so many ins and outs. We actually needed that. Now going forward, that might change, like I said, but I don't get that argument why people keep going on about that. Why do we need so many? It's not
The
easy what
argument
they
should be
do.
strictly whether they're doing the right thing or not, in my opinion.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
don't think the question is actually, or they are interested in, if it's 1 or 5. It rather pertains to are they doing the job right or wrong? Because they are not so good, or because there are a few flawed signings. That is why they are questioning. If they were doing their job correctly, I don't think people would ask question if there were 10 people. But since they are
No, but
kind
I'm
of
not
under
talking about that.
scrutiny,
That's a different issue. That's a different issue. I'm not
I
talking
mean,
about that at
people,
all.
why would people care about number if we are successful or if
I
they are
think
doing the
some of
job
them care,
correctly?
yeah. Go ahead,
No, a
Dante.
lot of them care. I can show you a lot of people I've been talking to that adamant that it's ridiculous and it's blah blah blah. It shouldn't be that way, and that's why we are where we are because there's too many of them.
All right.
So I just wanted to add that there. But anyway,
All right,
move
thank
on,
you.
coach.
All right, more likes, people. More likes. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. We have 31 likes. We should be doing a lot better than that. 67 people still following the show on YouTube. If you haven't, please do take a second, drop a like on the YouTube on the video. Yes, we still do back for likes shamelessly because we're not a big account yet, but we're getting there. We're getting closer and closer to 30K subscribers. But please, liking the video will help us get there. And Ty says here, lads, we need to be smashing the like button. I am talking about destroying the button and YouTube having to pay to replace it, the like button. Yeah, something like that. Keep smashing the like button, people, if you haven't. Says I just don't like this model system by buying young talents without also bringing in some kind of experienced players. Let's see. Maresca deserves the sack. He wasn't sacked. That's the thing. He walked. If you've been paying attention, and some people are saying that he was so bad that he had to walk. I said no. I don't think he'd forfeit 14 million pounds just like that. He has something lined up. We'll find out later on if that's the case or not. Enzo Maresca wanted demand and control. He decided to stop becoming a yes man or yes sir, Lord. Instead, said that I've decided to talk to Mike from Houston. He knew exactly what he was walking into. The argument whether we should have, you could say, signed up much better players, as some people argue, during the summer transfer window, is a different thing altogether. He knew exactly what he was walking into, won us 2 trophies, and his head exploded, in my opinion, and felt like they should change their model because of him.
Coach,
That's just me.
can I add
Anyway,
to this yes man nonsense that
yeah. Because
people are
there's
putting
already a
around?
structure in place. The argument whether we sign another player or not is a different thing altogether. And I've said this 1,000 times. I don't see a world where the owners will sign a player and impose it on for the first team and impose it on the manager without the manager having accepted that he can work with that player. It doesn't happen. You see how they tried to twist that of Ganacho. The subsequent reports that followed the original report that said Chelsea fans, when the director started working in Garnacho, the letter told the manager, and he said he was okay with it. He okayed the signing of Garnacho.
Plus, this is another thing these so-called fan detractors come out with that is just ridiculous, and people parrot this nonsense. Yes, man. Everybody's a yes man. You say yes to the institutions and establishments with who employ you. That's why there is an interview process. The interview process is there to find out if you are able to work within the job descriptive parameters set down by who? Oh, those that own the effing gaff you want to work for. What are these people talking about? Yes, man. You know what I mean? You don't employ a manager to come and totally take over your club.
Tell you how you
Tell you
run
how
it.
to spend,
Mhm.
yeah, tell you how to spend your money and walk away and leave you with the mess they may or may not have left behind.
And that's another point. There's no guarantee that manager telling you who to sign will be there forever. Next season, if he
Exactly.
gets another job, he bails.
Exactly. So what are these people talking about? A manager comes in to, especially in modern football, to an establishment, and that establishment has its own officers in place, its directors, its scouts, and its chairman, and all the decision-making processes. And you are consulted about decisions to be made as far as the playing direction of the staff of the club is concerned. You don't own that playing direction. And if you don't like it, why the hell did you come to the interview in the first place? I mean, this yes man nonsense. Anything to disparage, minimize, and then blame unnecessarily the ownership. I had a serious go at the ownership after this latest debacle. But goodness me, I mean, come on, let's be realistic about this whole
Some of
thing.
that being said, yeah.
Yeah, some of these people just come and they talk absolute nonsense. It's so frustrating. Yes, man. Who's a yes man? Everybody's a yes man. The only
As
time
long
you're
as
not
you don't own the organization.
exactly. Thank you.
All right, Jay, just give me 1 second, please. You know, you're the least important here, right? All right, Jay, you know you can interject. Don't feel too bad, Coach. I believe it was a constructive dismissal. They made it almost impossible for Maresca. That's your opinion, but I think Maresca betrayed me, betrayed those that trusted him. They gave him a 5-year contract, but yeah, he's wasn't you could say faithful, in my opinion. Vic, just leave me the heck alone. I don't like. Leave me alone. Let's see. What we want to say is the experience doesn't even have to be in old head like Thiago Silva. It could be someone like Camavinga. I don't want. Why do we need some of Camavinga at Chelsea? We have better players in that position than him. Yeah. So let's see. What else we have here? Like Camavinga, Chomeni, exact same as what PSG did with Fabian Ruiz and Vitinha. Possibly, I think probably we're looking, but we'll see what happens. Jay, let's hear you before we get to the lineup prediction exercise proper. And while Jay speaks, I'm just going to be highlighting your comments in the chat. Still 48 comments, and I can't read all of them. As much as I am, you can say I love interacting with you. If I tried to read all of them, that'd be the only thing we'd do for the rest of the day. So, but Jay, let's hear you, brother.
Yeah, big up, guys.
Big up
Sorry,
to you.
I had to speak in between without greeting you. Big up to all of you. Big up to the chat.
Yeah, that's not acceptable.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
I've noted that down next to your name. So, first warning.
Right, especially if I'm producing something which is counter to your argument, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Look, about Maresca, I really don't want to go there again and again. We have talked about it a lot of times, and I have to put this.
It probably will be like that for a while.
Exactly. And one reason is because I wasn't his biggest fan. Look, I had questions over him. The chat here and you people will know that I was one of those guys who would question him after the matches where he seriously, did some questionable things. So I was never a fan of him. And I had to put this disclaimer again and again before I speak or, put some comments about him. But look, you know my views. I just don't like it. I feel, again, I have mentioned this line that we try to do this because we want to feel better about our situation or our club. I don't think he was at fault like the way we are portraying him. I don't think it was a case of he ditched us or he stabbed us in the back or something like that. If we as fans were discontent and he felt the same,
there, in your opinion, right?
Exactly, as it's your opinion, you guys, I'm also expressing my opinion about the manager. I don't think that he did any of that. If we as fans were discontent with a lot of signings, with the whole of the summer transfer window, then I think the discontent was building up in his mind as well. And as we all expected that we are going to build something serious on that Club World Cup, and I think he was also expecting something like that, because human expectations really increase if you achieve something. So he, as a manager, was also growing in this job. So he thought that the next step would be to build on that success, which we were disappointed. I'm pretty sure he was also disappointed. Then, now again, this is my opinion. I don't think he was 100% agreed on some of the signings. I think some of them were imposed on him. Yes, he might have said yes to them because he can't really question them because he needs the job as well. So he might have, at the very end, agreed upon those signings. But I'm pretty sure, or I feel that these signings were not his first choice for sure, like Garnacho and Gittins. I can't really agree to the fact that these signings were the names of Maresca, or he asked for them specifically. But he
Jay, can
agreed to
I ask
them
you a
for a
question?
while. Then in
Can I ask
the
you a
season,
question, Jay? Just
yeah,
as
after I just
as
finished,
your
Bobby, just 2 minutes,
okay,
just 2 minutes.
okay.
So when through the season progressed, we saw the qualities of these players. Then Maresca's questions about these signings became solid. He felt that the signings that he opposed, or something that he had questions upon, is coming to fruition. These are not good signings, and he is struggling, and the pressure is continuously building upon him. And when he gets the opportunity, which every manager will be getting the opportunity, now you have a job of continuing this thing where you are struggling. The people in your group are not really on the same trajectory or on the same ambition as you want. And then there is another group, which is a Manchester City group, where you think that they are onto something that matches with your ambitions. Then if I was in his place, I would also leave them. And it's not like something he stabbed it. I think everyone were agreeing on the situation. Everyone were aware of the situation for a while. So I think I don't feel, yes, it was not an ideal situation for everyone, but I can't really term it as, backstabbing or ditched us at the final moment. I just can't. I feel like, and again, I want to also put this, that yes, there are multiple reports outside, but we can't really, again, pick those which suits us and, deny those who are going against us or our beliefs. So that is where I stand. I just feel like uh, we are picking and choosing those which make us feel better about our situation, which is we are not in good situation as a club. So we just want to put a blame on one person, that is Enzo Maresca. This is how I feel, and this is coming from a person who has continuously questioned him on his tactics and on his decisions throughout this season.
I
Can
don't
I ask
like
you
you,
a
Jay. Go
question,
ahead with
please,
your
Jay?
question, Bobby. I don't like
I
you. Just so you know.
I I think it's important. You see, I hear you. You know, clearly there are things that could be done better. I would rather put it that way than say it's a catastrophic misdirection. It's not. But let me give you a scenario. You go to work for a branch of a bank, for example, and you're the manager, and you have a budget. You're consulted about certain things, about the directives coming from the central bank to do with interest rates, the number of staff you can have, and then you're asked about the computer system you want for the internal network. They give you a range of three, and you are very keen on one, which is quite expensive. But the board and and the senior management have decided upon another one, which fits in with the strategy for that branch. And then they tell you, yeah, we like what you want, but this is what we want you to go with at this point in time. And then you have it installed, you are against it from the beginning, and then halfway down then at the beginning of the year you look at it and say, nah, I don't want this anymore, I'm gone. You leave everybody in the lurch. They've got to find a new manager. The whole team that you've set up together have to get used to someone else coming in. Do you not think this is that sort of situation? Let's be realistic. You cannot come to an establishment and dictate the pace. They are going to give you some tools that you may not fancy. That's just the way of employment. I don't like our left wingers, but I can understand how they were. Well, I understand how they were put in there. I knew they came through the sporting directors because of whatever falutin strategy they have in their mind. Whether they actually consulted Maresca or not is almost irrelevant because he did get some good players and he was given players to work with. And if he found he couldn't work with them, he could have, if he had any modicum of real loyalty, he could have stuck this out to the end of the season. But he didn't. He just bailed. And why I believe he bailed was that if he was sacked, he would have been compensated. But he wasn't compensated because he walked. Do you not think that's the case?
Look, I've given a few examples, especially about the financial deals. As you mentioned, that some are financially more viable to them and some are not viable, particularly to the whole, Chelsea financial books or, all those stuff. We brought about 90 million, in and around or close to 90 million we spent on the left wing, the amount on Garnacho and Gittins.
More than
Now, I'm
90.
not saying that you need to spend more, but that 90 million or close to that amount could have been spent on someone better. I gave examples of Ekitike as well. He was there in the market as well. I'm not saying Maresca specifically asked for him, but the sporting directors make these choices. They make the mistake, and it is Maresca who has to suffer, and it is him who is put in the media, and the blame is totally on him. He is the one who has to face all the questions, and there is a limit to it. I can agree with a lot that yes, he came to it, and there were these conditions and situations were expressed to him at the very beginning, so he agreed upon it. But I also believe that this is very humane. This is very human, very human centric or basic to human nature to grow with every success. So if we as fans thought of something can be done on that success of the Club World Cup, then I think he could also feel that, and he was disappointed in that aspect. He asked for a centre back. We all know that he was denied, and I'm sure that he never specifically asked for such players
Jay,
on the
can you
left wing.
clarify? How do we know he was denied one? I think it'd be fair
Well, we saw the
to
comments in
just
the
stick with we
media.
didn't get one because chances are he asked for one. If he didn't ask, he said what he said publicly. Chances are he did ask for one, but they explained to him, why are we going to sign another one? You had a Selmino, you let him go out on loan. You had Mamadou Sarr, you let him go out on loan, or you can also call back the CC. That's not how to waste. Just something to that effect. You can say speculating anyway. That's not how to waste money. We're not going to be in a rush to sign a CB now because we have one out injured. What happens if he comes back and then probably he decided, you know what, yeah, you know what, we can do with what we have. I don't think they said outrightly, no, we're not signing you one. That because that's how people make it to sound like that was what they did. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I mean they talked about it. He came in the pressers and he complained or he asked for it, and then the very next presser that he got, I think he was briefed or he was, they talked about it and he denied and he explained himself in some diplomatic way. We all can agree it. We are not naive to not understand these things. Uh, uh, and then the problem is he was proven right. He was asking for a centre back because his main guy, that is Cole, is out for the whole of season, and he knew that the guys that are in the options are not good enough. And we saw in the season he was proved right that people like Tosin and Bediashile, they weren't really offering him a lot. So that is why I'm saying that he what he asked for was kind of proved right. And hence, when you are proved right and you are struggling and you are not getting any help, and I'm pretty sure that with all the briefings that Chelsea are not going to really spend anything in the January transfer window, I think that was also one reason where he was, kind of pissed off because this is the moment we are struggling. You need to really do something in the window, and you are going on and briefing that we are good enough and we are not really going to spend anything in this January window and we are going to look forward for the next summer window. I think these are the small things that really pushed him.
Yeah, but that's
for
back in October. It doesn't make sense, Jay. I'm sorry, because that's back in October. He wanted
but the
to
same
talk
logic
to
can be applied to him as well. It's not like he ditched us in October if the reports are coming. He was the manager of the month in November. He was giving his all. Why would a manager who wants to stab you or ditch you will perform so well in November?
No, I agree that, but I'm just saying when he asked from those reports, they said he asked in late October. That's when he asked to talk to Man City.
And
He
if
gave
again, if we are going to believe such reports, like he was, he told such things in October to the hierarchy, we should also believe that in the summer transfer window, our Chelsea hierarchy talked to Roberto De Zerbi and other managers. So we can't really pick and
no, they
choose
didn't.
some reports
What
and dismiss
for?
others.
Why would
Here's
they
the thing,
talk to
Jay.
someone when he just wanted the
Here's
Club
the
World Cup
thing.
and
I think you become Maresca's lawyer, and I didn't expect that to happen.
To be honest, I really didn't expect this
Yeah,
as well. I have to,
but
because
this
this
things
is
happen. That's what happens when one is intelligent. You're open. You can say to other perspective for every situation. You're not just, you can say, going looking at a particular situation from a single
and
perspective. The sign
again,
that someone is
coach.
intelligent is that you're open, looking at things from different perspectives. Uh,
Yeah.
so I respect that, but I'm still saying, go ahead, Jay.
And you also said just a few minutes back that it's all in the open. We don't know, everything concrete
We don't
right
know.
now. When he
We
will
don't work
say
for the
his side,
club.
we will know more things about it. So
Yeah, we
when
don't work for
things
the
are in
club.
the
We can only
open, when we don't
speculate.
know for sure, then I
Yeah.
don't think we should really claim like he stabbed us or things like that when it's nothing is concrete. We don't know anything about.
I don't think you've ever heard me speak about such matters and not say my opinion. Have you
yeah,
really?
of course. That's why we have the show. We have to give
Exactly. So
opinions.
that's one thing until there's you can say he writes a book and says it was like this, it was like that. But that's it. We can only work with whatever information we have out there.
And
Yeah.
what
Well,
we
the
know
important thing
concrete
is,
is that he walked
yeah,
away.
I think they
We don't
mutually
even. Some
decided
people
to
still think,
terminate
still
the.
say he walked away. Some still say he was sacked. We don't know which it is right now exactly. And the club, the language they use when they announce his departure, you cannot say for certain whether they mean that he was sacked or whether it was a mutual, or you could say of mutual consent, or whether he walked. There's no way to tell what happened. They use a very vague language. The phrasing for me very vague that you cannot tell what happened exactly. Go ahead, Jay, if you were saying something.
Wasn't this a mutual agreement? I wasn't. Didn't they mutually
They
terminated?
say anything mutual agreement?
I'm not sure
No.
about it, but it
I
certainly
thought I read
wasn't,
that he
sacked.
handed in his
But
resignation that
I'll
morning.
try and find it so we'll look at it. But a lot of people aren't certain what really happened. And
Exactly.
Chelsea 11 says that it's Maresca's fault that he got the whole of last season to see if these defenders are competent enough. He was the one who fired them. Okay, if that's how you want to see it. But I see that slightly different, in my opinion. As an owner or director, I will not be afraid of addressing my supporters if I have a damn clear vision for the club. They are hiding from the fans because they don't respect us and they don't care. Chances are you're correct. Chances are you haven't created an environment that will, you could say, that will ensure that they're comfortable speaking with you. I think, if anything, that's my opinion. To be clear, right now, they see they see the fans as being hostile to them, and which was why when I was advising those that will go for the protest, I told them, look, I don't have anything against the fans protesting. They have every right to do that. But what I will advise them to have a unified message. And if you're going there with BlueCo out, BlueCo paint them in a clownish manner. I'm not sure how else to phrase that, but I think saying that alone gets my point. Saying it the way I said it gets my point across effectively. I did say something that you actually, if you're saying you don't know what you're doing, rather than going to them, that you feel saying something to the effect of, I feel like what we've been doing have not been working. It hasn't been working. So let's change course a bit. Do it this way, do it that way, and I think it's gonna work if we do it that way. But if you go there trying to tell them they're stupid for spending 1.6 billion or how much, or 2 point something billion plus billion pounds, and still not getting result, that they're idiot, they're clowns, you're battling their egos, and they're not going to listen to you. They will not. And if you think you going at them, name calling them will get to them, maybe it does, but I think I don't think that they become billionaires by being, you could say, not being thick-skinned.
Yeah,
So you have to
exactly.
create a conducive environment for dialogue, because if you really want to achieve something from that practice, dialogue is important. Whether it takes place that same day the practice takes place, that's another different thing. What I can now say for now. Chances are, if you do it in a good manner, a respectable manner, they'll seek for ways to talk to those that represent the fans. But if you insult them, they're stupid. They're idiots. They don't know what they're doing. They're clowns. If I happen to be one of them, I'm not gonna waste my time trying to talk with you, because chances are the irrational part of the practice will not give. Once I see that, I'm not gonna even look beyond it to pay attention to your demands. But that's just me anyway. I'm not their advisor, but I'm just saying, if they have a unified message, and but it's gonna be difficult, because even after they post on X what they're planning to do on the day that they're planning to practice, there's still some there that saying, if it's not BlueCo out, I don't agree. I don't want to be part of it. Where do you think they're gonna go? They're not going anywhere. And if you would feel like you can force them out, it would take somebody paying them nearly 3 times at least, or maybe twice as much as how much they pay for the club, with them making tons of money before they start. You know what? Let's just walk. Do I think that will happen anytime soon? I don't see it happening.
Coach, can I add to this?
Yeah,
Because
go ahead, Bobby.
this is another ridiculous thing we get from some aspects of the fan base. BlueCo can't even leave for at least another 6 years legally. So forget that. And then, secondly, even if in 6 years' time they do leave, do you think they've purchased so much of the Chelsea estate within themselves? Do you think that the Chelsea Football Club they purchased from Roman Abramovich will be the same Chelsea Football Club that would be sold? It would be piecemeal of that. They've acquired quite a bit of choice real estate in West London and Surrey. Why on earth do you think they would relinquish all those primary assets just to satisfy you? We're locked in with these guys, and they're
That's really
locked in
deep
with
there.
us. It's truth.
That's
They're
really
locked
deep.
in.
Yeah.
We're locked in with them, and they're locked in with us. The only commonality is that success is the recipe for profit for them and for satisfaction for the fans. So we're all on the same boat. What we should be demonstrating about, if at all, is that they make better decisions. Certainly, like the left back. Why are you laughing at me? But
No, I'm not
certainly,
laughing.
like
I'm
the
laughing at what the comments have on the
cer-
screen. Bobby, you're
certainly
gonna sue me one day unnecessarily.
by the left attacking options that we purchased. One or two things that we're doing in terms of our playing personnel, we're not far off. We're not far off at all. So let's not lose sight of that in the midst of our hurt and silliness with all this BlueCo out nonsense. It's such an unrealistic proposal that it's not worth being a proposal.
And I'm concerned it's gonna ruin their protest.
It will.
No,
It will.
yeah. And one other thing that could be very dangerous is this ownership actually not giving a shit anymore, and then actually going
Mm-mm. You're
and
speaking
start selling
French, yeah.
players and start making real money and saying, well, let's just let's do that. These guys don't care. They're not supporting us. They don't want to listen what we want to do. All right, let's just do what they think we do. Let's get money and then we'll sell it. And so it is very dangerous. They can do that. It can lead to that. Yes, they are businessmen and they are billionaires, and money is very important. But you can push them over the line. Fans, if they start getting really nasty, these fans, you could actually push them over the line and they will start acting that way. Just a thought.
And here's something Bobby said that I like. We all want the same thing. And one thing that a lot of fans, sensible fans, can agree with is that, yeah, in football, profit and performance results, it's a result driven business, first of all. They don't exist independently. Yeah. When you see one, the other one must be in place. I don't see what way, except if you sell the club and make profit, which it's not possible now. Go ahead, Bobby.
No, I've made my point. We're talking about a non-starter, and we're making any protest look 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 stupid. I can agree with fans going there singing, "We want our Chelsea back," in terms of back to our success. Yes, that's fine. But the BlueCo out and all these unrealistic messages shows, we look like a bunch of kids that's hurt and upset because we're not really getting our way, and it's losing its impact. Whereas if we go there and actually be objective and speak about the success, which we're right to demand, and it's also highlighting or question them, and they will question themselves. Hey, look, we've invested so much in this. Why isn't it getting any better? And I think they will be more inclined to listen to ways to improve themselves if we're speaking about something they're trying to aim at, than if we're asking for them to just dismantle something they've invested so much money, time, redistributed a lot of the primary assets. It's unrealistic. I think we're stuck with them not just for the short term, but for the very, very, very long term to come.
All right, just quickly, I can't catch up with everything. I'm trying my best, but I'll catch up with you. We need to actually start build the lineup building exercise so we can get to reading a lot of delicious comments. And my hope is that you can say, what's the language I'm looking for? Translates on the pitch, the sort of things he said. But I trust him. I've done my research to know that he's capable. As long as he's able to convince the players to buy into his ideas and work for him, I think we're gonna go a long way. He's very good at what he does. And people saying he doesn't have experience, he has more experience than Frank Lampard had when he was when he was hired for his first stint as Chelsea manager. Same with Maresca, more managerial senior level. You could say, not as being the main guy. He has more experience than Maresca had before we hired him. And there's a first for everything. Gone are the days of elite managers. Even the biggest clubs are staying away from elite managers. There are names that Real Madrid could have gone for and gotten them before going for Alonso. There were other big names that had they picked up the phone and called, they'd be interested in taking the job, but they didn't do that. Yeah. So and for big name managers, you're not guaranteed 3 years these days. Yeah. Yeah, the delicious comment can wait. I can't read everything in the chat. Coach was laughing at Bobby. Yeah. And Ebro, my bro, it doesn't look like I've read any of your comments today, and I see one, so let me just read it. Yes, it's your right to practice, but question is, how has the practice turned out for United? Because probably they didn't practice right. Yeah, exactly. Igbali and Co want to change the football landscape. Other teams are following suit. Other teams are actually copying a lot of what we're doing. I think the main argument is, have we signed the right players? The last signings we made, whether they're good enough. I think they're good enough. There are multitude of reasons why we struggled as we've done, say in recent games. Because how many games in a row? 8, 9 games in total. We struggled. How many? Can't quite remember how many points we were able to get in both. Yes, BlueCo are locked in, but fans are also entitled to voice their opinion. I don't think anybody here on the panel has said otherwise. Yeah, we live in a free world, and we're all as individuals are entitled to our respective opinions. It won't get rid of them, but my fans are singing what they're singing. They're just expressing themselves. Yeah, okay, if that's how you see it. But you've refused to listen to what we're trying to say here. So we're going to get to the lineup prediction exercise, get it done with, and then move on to addressing comments from the manager's presser. Okay, let's look whether there are insights here. Usually in such games, usually we don't see so many insights, given the club is coming from, is it second? What division are they in? Charlton. Okay, it doesn't look like there are insights here. It looks like Fort Mob is behaving.
Championship, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that sort of situation where every 10 seconds or so, or a few seconds, it flickers. So the insights we can see here just from Chelsea, we haven't won a match in 5 attempts. Okay, that we haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 matches. Yeah. Okay, what do we have here? The form, pretty much the same thing. Dang it. But the only difference is that we won 1 in 5 matches, 1, 2. That's them, actually. The only difference is that they've won 1.
Yeah,
they are. You can
they're
say
second last in the
slightly.
championship, I think. They're
Yeah, they
relegation
are
zone.
Oxford against Oxford United. They are in a slightly better form than us. In 5 matches for us, 3 draws, 2 losses. In 5 matches for them, 2 losses, 2 draws, and 1 win. But how many goals did we considered in our last 5 games? Considered 1 against Fulham, 1 here. That's 2. Look, considered 2 there, 1 here. That's 3. 2 here. That's 5. Considered 2 here. That's 7. Considered 2 here. That's 9. For them, they considered 2 here, 1 here, 3. Considered 2 here, 5, 1 here, 6. So we consider 3 more than them. So if you could say, but the disparity in the quality, and also the fact that they play in a second tier, doesn't necessarily mean that the goals concession doesn't tell the whole story, because we have, in my opinion, better players. Whether we're low in confidence or whether for some reason we've been underperforming, that's also a factor to consider. But goal concession alone doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to beat us. And we've averaged, you could say, 1 point something goals per game. And no, not of late, not up to 1, actually. It should be around 0.98 or so. But we've been scoring 1 point, not around 0.98 goals per game, and they've been scoring pretty much the same thing. So one team will edge it slightly, but yes, the numbers can only give you a sensible idea with regards to how the game could end, but not necessarily a certainty. That's because it could break either way. But I see us winning this one. If we don't, I'll be surprised. Let's see. Jay here says the FA Cup holders Crystal Palace are knocked out by a non-league team. Wow. I did not expect that, but here's 10. They've lost a lot of players too. And the FA Cup, that's the magic of the FA Cup, really. 10 years ago, Charlton Athletic used to protest against their ex-owners, Ronald Duchelet, the Belgium owner. He also used to do the things Iqbali is doing right now. He got Charlton relegated to League One. So what are you trying to say? All right, let's see. I have been waiting for Kimso. Kimso hasn't joined yet. I think probably he usually watches the show. Might join soon. I don't think there's anything else to look at, but let's vote. I'm guessing probably 80% plus will say Chelsea will beat them. Let's see. Oh, wow, not up to 80%. 66% believes Chelsea will beat Charlton Athletic. 23% believes it will end in a draw. 11% believes Charlton will beat Chelsea. And that's a total of 52,901 votes. Not bad. And let's see. Okay, let's go do the lineup prediction exercise. And we're using our own app. Yep, we're using Chelsea Perspectives lineup builder app. So we're gonna have fun with it between the sticks. Usually, for the guys on the panel and those of you in the chat, I usually take care of the most difficult aspect. So the panelists don't have to crack their head to try to figure out who starts between the sticks. I'd say definitely Jorgensen, given my research. So you guys don't have to worry about that. Jay, let's start your back line. Give us your back four, and I'll go to Bobby. Then I'll go have Dante go last today. Your thoughts? Who starts in the back four?
I'll start with the most obvious one, that is Hato, left back. Cucurella is out, so it's obvious that Hato is going to play this one.
And Hato, he's, for me, in my opinion, he's starting to prove his worth. He was a kid, and that awful performance away to Karabakh affected him a lot. Sorry?
You're going to need to change that formation.
To what structure? Let's do it. Let's go by what he's known to play. But yeah, let's go. Go ahead. To what structure?
Well, with the play with the three at the back.
I need to add more formation to this. That's 3-4-3, or let's just stick with 4-2-3-1 at the moment.
Come on, coach. Question him back. Don't accept it.
No, I'm just saying let's go with 4-2-3-1 at the moment. I don't know. What we have 3-4-3, and I don't think he plays 3-4-3.
No, he doesn't. No.
Exactly.
But,
so let's
you have no more there? Okay. You have to add it.
I know I have to add more later. All right, Jay, let's hear you.
So yeah, Hato is the obvious one, and yes, I agree to you that he has looked good in the past few matches. I think there will be a few players that will win under this new manager. They will improve a lot, and Hato is one among them. I think that left back position, which can turn into a left center back in possession, or as Dante said, if it's a straight back three, then I think that is one position where both Cucurella and Hato are confident to start and improve. And I think it's going to be the right hand side that is going to move forward and involve in the attack. I think the left hand side and the left center back and the left back would be more stable. And both Hato and Cucurella are really good at doing that. So I think he's going to improve it. And this is one of those criticisms that I have for Maresca. I don't think Hato deserved the game time, the very little game time that he got under Maresca. I don't think he deserved it. I think that one match against Karabakh was not enough to draw conclusion that he's not good enough, and he's proving. He's shown in the few minutes in the recent matches that he can do a lot if used in a proper way. So I'm hoping for a good game from him tonight. So he would be my left back. Now right back, I think.
In 2 games in a row, he's made 2 last-ditch, you could say, efforts. One was a tackle.
Yeah,
one was he had to
against
head
City.
it back.
Yeah, against City, that was
showed his quality.
wonderful.
Yeah, the fact that he reads the game very well.
That was a sure goal against City if he hadn't put that tackle in. So that was wonderful. And his positioning is good. I'm impressed by him, and I'm pretty sure that he will do much greater things. He was always a potential player. Like everyone were after him. Liverpool and Arsenal were looking for him as well. So I don't understand the criticism that fans have for him, and for the sporting directors for him in this case. I think he is one of those guys that has been in the in the eyes of a lot of clubs, and they were looking to get him. So I'm happy that Chelsea got him. Now the rest 3 are going to be a bit confusing because we're not really sure. Fofana has not played in the last 2 matches, and but if you are playing him tonight, then will he play against Arsenal? So come on, guys, help me a bit because I'm not sure about the rest of the positions.
You select your own back four, then other people will look and say whether they agree with you or not.
I think Fofana has been out for a while, and I think I will play him. Look, I will also put this point that Rosenior is going to play his first match, and then it will be the Arsenal match, which will be a big one. So I want the main players to have some game time and some practical minutes
under. Players to start.
Exactly, so they can have something accustomed to him and his tactics before they play the big match against Arsenal. So for me, Fofana and Chalobah will start. I can see it to being Badiashile, but I would start. And especially that centre back position, we all know that they don't need that big of a rest, that they can't
Fofana
play
and
2
Chalobah
games.
starts in this game?
Yes, I personally think that they should start, if you ask me.
Okay, does the placement matter?
No, I don't necessarily think that.
Okay, so Fofana and Chalova.
Yeah.
All right, let's go right
Reece
back.
James is definitely going to rest. He's a good player. He will definitely play against Arsenal, so no need to take a risk with him. Whether it be Gusto or Chalobah, I would go with Gusto.
Okay, I'm just gonna add my opinion. I don't think Fofana starts this game. He might, I don't know, or the manager might start him just, you could say, to try out something, because the chances are we might actually likely not see this format, but we don't have enough, you could say, preset formations to choose from. But yeah, we could drag
Um,
and drop and adjust them once we'll agree who starts and who wouldn't start. Okay, you're back for.
I I
Yeah.
just I just remember that Gusto might be injured. He was limping in the
Is he
last match,
injured
so
really? No, I think
he was limped
it was
off.
a
He was
knock.
limping in. I don't know. I think he might be
Then
injured.
Achibong might well get a chance in this game.
Exactly. So that's Chimpao.
So let me change that to Achiem Pong.
Bobby and Dante can, select the center back because that is open. It can be
I didn't
anyone.
know his middle name was Kofi. Kofi Achiem Pong. Okay, Bobby, let's say you're back for. Bobby, are you there? All right,
He's
Dante, let's
gone.
say
Good
you,
night.
well, let's see, when Bobby comes, he will wait for you to finish since you already started. Dante, let's say you're back
Yeah,
for.
I was trying to unmute.
Okay. All right, let's say you.
Yeah, back four. Hato, I agree with left back. Let's see if he can continue improving. He still has a way to go. But there's hope, and let's just hope he can do what we bought him for in the first place. Centre back two, I will go with Badiashile and Chalobah, and the right back will be Ajimbo.
I agree. I think it's gonna be Chalova. I don't know. Houston, it's one of those situations where we know again, we have things we think we know about the manager, but we don't know how, you can say, how he's gonna we don't have a selection pattern yet, irrespective of how much we think we know the manager in question.
This is
I
where
think it will take
Callum.
a few games to understand, yeah, who is definitely going to start in certain games. But go ahead, Bobby, you were saying something.
Yeah, this is where Callum McFarlane will be important because he will help him with much needed information about the players, their abilities, even their fitness.
Yeah. So I think possibly I think
You
it might be
you can
Chalaba.
remove,
Sorry.
coach. You can remove Fofana. I think Badiashile might start
Yeah, it
because
might.
we're
Yeah, it's
playing
gonna be
Arsenal in
Badia
4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fofana hasn't been well. He'll like him to be well enough for Arsenal.
Has he been? You serious, Bobby?
Yeah, he's had according to reports, I think he had a bit of a flu. Um, it's nothing sinister, but viral infections and cardiovascular systems don't go hand in hand. So he needs to recover well because the game against Arsenal is going to be very energetic, and viruses sap your energy. So I wouldn't play him in this one. I would put him forward, but let's see what happens. But I'll be surprised if he is played in this one.
Dante, too many changes at the back line, or do you think it's okay?
Well, it will be a back three, so left centre back, Hato.
So you think definitely it's going to be a back three?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not
but
sure
just
that's not
can't be.
let's
evident,
just we're
but
working.
yeah,
We're working with back four. But let's hear
It
you.
can't be 100%.
okay, no problem. um, yeah, Hato left centre back for me. I think you might see Tosin play again, that central
So
centre
you
back
just have
position.
to, okay, if you feel like it's going to be a back four, you pay attention to what with the back three, so to speak. You just have to pay attention to the players we have lined up as in the back four, right?
Mhm.
and you can say place those players, you can say select them based on, yeah, eventually it's going to be a back four. Let's hear you.
One thing I know for sure is that if he's doing that, he's not going to use Heto as left centre back. No
That's
physicality.
where he's played the last 2 games.
No, he played
Is
as
it
a left.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't play left.
Neto played the left wing back, left midfield, Bobby.
Actually, Bobby, it's going to be the opposite one. If it's a back three, then Hato is definitely going to be the left center back.
Since Kukurea isn't available. Or no.
Yeah.
How about Badia Shile?
What?
If you're saying it's going to be a back three, he can play left center back.
Yes, coach. Yes, but have you guys not seen where he played, where Hato played the last 2 games when he came on?
Something similar. You can say hybrid to an
Left
extent. Maybe
centre
I
back.
don't pay
He
attention
played the
well.
left centre back because Rosenior likes to have one that's really quick, speedster. He likes that to cover his big centre back. So that's why he came on, and that's why he looked good because the system accommodated him. So yes, he will be one of those players that the system will benefit him, like Jay said, because Rosenior does like to play that. So he will be the left centre back. He was in the last 2 games when he came on. So unless he's obviously if Cucurella might start, but I don't think so. I
He's
think
suspended, isn't he?
yeah. So
Yeah.
there's no Cucurella. So I think Hato will be the left centre back definitely, and he's shown trust in him in the last 2 games basically.
So you think okay, but so the back four stays as it is? Is that it?
No, so yeah,
He
so
hasn't
left
shown
centre back.
trust in him in the last 2 games. He hasn't even had a game yet. That was
Who?
Alex
Who hasn't had a game?
Rosenior. This would be his first game. That was Callum all the way.
Dante believes his influence in the selection.
Of course he did, Bobby. What do you mean? From halftime
I mean,
against Man City
Bobby
game,
is not technically wrong.
formation, his
He's not
plan.
technically wrong.
The
Yeah,
whole game,
technically,
last
this is his
game
first
was
game
his formation,
in
his
charge.
plan.
Yeah. Yes. He just want to prove Dante wrong. So technically, Bobby is right.
Yeah, so Bobby is right, Dante is wrong. Go ahead, Dante.
Okay, well, you guys know what I mean anyway. So
Yeah, we understand. Yeah.
McFarlane does not play in the under 21s. He does not play that system. So you telling me out of the blue he decided to play that system? No,
Dante, why have you refused to pay attention to the fact that he said he can be flexible, and we've heard from people also that he can be flexible. He's not necessarily bent on approaching the game one way or the other.
okay, but he can be flexible, but not. I would if we play the last 2 games as we usually do, our usual formation, then I would say that. But I have seen from Man City halftime it was changed, and the last game, full game, we played with the 3 at the back, his exact system. So I mean, it's the 3-4-2-1. That's his system. If I didn't see that at all, then and like I said, McFarlane's never played that in the youth. He doesn't play that formation, so it didn't come out from him.
It makes
That was
sense to
he was
argue
already
the
coach.
fact that he played with something that he didn't play with the youth team. It makes sense to believe that what's his name, Rosenior, influenced the structure. But go ahead.
Of course he did, and the sporting directors and Rosenior. Don't forget, he was in the building anyway at last game. He just wasn't. He didn't take over the coaching duty, but he was in the build. He was there with the players. Had the meeting during the day, at training everywhere. So he was already there. So to me, it was pretty clear and evident from the Man City at halftime. They decided to switch it up from what McFarlane was using, which was our usual formation. It didn't work at all. Okay, let's just go with the new formation that's coming in. Let's fast forward it a bit. For me, it was clear to see that that's what happened. So
Can we get the disclaimer that that's your opinion?
it's my opinion, but it's pretty
Okay.
clear for me because it's too linked. It makes there's no coincidence there. It can't be that big of a coincidence.
So nothing changes from the back four as we have it right now, because we're
No,
just
I
working with
think it
this.
will change. I think Hato, like I said, it's either better. Tosin, I think Tosin might play again.
It does make sense for Tosin to play again. Because
And
he
for
will
one
be,
very big
yeah.
reason as well.
Yeah, Jay, what do you think? I think it makes sense that Tosin will play again in this game. You can say at least you
look-
can say the least important of the 2 games we have. Uh,
As much as I don't want Dawson anywhere near the playing 11, but if it's a back three, that central center back position does, ask for Dawson's ball playing skills from that central role. So he's good in that. So if it's a back three, I think he can play Dawson.
but we're not sure who's gonna. Okay,
Not
if
sure.
Tosin comes in, which means who makes way now?
The only reason I say that is because opposition does count, because they have a 2-meter striker. Yes, 2 meters tall striker. So very physical, very strong, very tall, even taller than Tosin. So yes, that's why I think you need, he will need that guy, and they like to play a lot of balls into him. They spam the box to balls to Leburn. So I think you need a guy that's tall that can mark someone like that.
I
So
I still
yeah,
I still
Tosin.
think we are underestimating this match. This is his first match. I think he wanted to prove a point. So I still think that this side could be strong and some main players could play. Hence why
Yeah,
it's
no,
at
but
The
it is
over.
chances
strong. There's
that we
nothing wrong
have a
with
lot of,
Tosin.
you could say, a lot of the starting players on the pitch because he would want to, you could say, start on a good note for more
Yeah,
relatable language there,
You
or
would,
start
but
with
you
yeah,
a
don't want to
win.
go in
Yeah.
short at the
a
back
good
when they've got
impression.
a 2-meter
hmm
striker that they spam balls into him all day long. And you're going to have no one. And
My
how
my
good are we
question is,
actually?
if it's
Yeah.
a back three, what changes do you want to do to that back four or the four players that we see on the screen right now?
Tosin can up centrally, comfortably, hard to
Of
left,
course.
to his right, Chalobah, or then right could be Achimpong or Chalobah.
Yeah, even don't be surprised for Fana. Does play as well. I won't be surprised
So
because
yes, then I just say we're just having fun here. We're just having
yeah.
fun here because we're not too sure what he's gonna do.
Well, I'm
We
just
can
telling you what
Yeah.
I know, that he plays. He loves ball playing defenders only. You got to know how to play the ball. He really likes that, and he always has a really fast guy, and he's got a big guy in the middle, and then another one on the other side. But he's always had that balance to have a big tall guy to defend set pieces, from what I've seen. So he likes that, and that's why I said last game I was convinced that Tosin's going to play that game because of the same reason. They also had a striker that needed that, and in the air, this one more than ever. So I think Buddy should have Tosin 100%. That's why I say Tosin probably, because he would be more comfortable because he can pass it with his left foot and right foot, so he can play that central centre back position pretty well. Hato can be the left centre back, right centre back. If Fafana's fit and ready to go, I would play Fafana. Definitely play Fafana if he's ready to go.
So you think it's gonna be who and who? Let's say
I'm just going to go for if obviously Kukula isn't available, but so Hato, Tosin, and Fafana for me, the back three.
Ariel. You can say Ariel. What would I say? Good
Dante,
enough.
are you Dante,
Go
are you
ahead.
considering that we have a match in 4 days against Arsenal? That's also a semi-final.
Of course, I'm considering that.
So you don't want to risk Fofana in this match.
Fafana can
The
play
same
2 games
logic.
in a row, no problem.
In 4 days, we actually heard that
Yes.
he can't really play that. He's in the same category as James, who
What do you mean?
needs to be
James has played
protected.
3 games in a row.
Well, that was one instance. You can't really make it.
No, you said you can't, but he did. James played 3 games in a row. And the James thing is finished.
And
That's
Fafana
finished.
did that under Maresca.
He's
2
fit.
games.
James is fully fit now. There's no more. He can't play back-to-back games. 1, 2, 3. He's fit. He has to play 2 games in a row, 3 games in a row. Then maybe have a break. But there's no more for James. 1 game play, 1 game not. That's it. He should
Okay,
be playing.
all right. I actually want a strong team under Rosenior, so he could, have
Yeah,
some
well, that's what I mean as well.
combinations.
That's why I think James will play this game. He'll actually play this game. He will be the right wing back. I think he will be that right
All right,
midfielder.
let's go with it then.
Go with James
There's,
on the
there's
right hand side.
there's no point arguing that point. I never see with Dante and his team selection and his team reasoning. I really don't. I cannot see that at all. These players have to be protected. They have shown themselves to be susceptible to long-term injury, and you must always have that
Bobby,
in mind when you're playing.
who are you protecting?
All this looking for weakness to place in a Chelsea team. Thank God you're not the manager,
So me
because
putting James
you
in the
wouldn't
team is
last
weak.
five
Hold
minutes.
on. Let's hear him.
You wouldn't last 5 minutes. You have to rotate Reece James, whether you like it or not. It's just
He
that
didn't play
simple.
last game. He was substituted. He didn't start last game.
He didn't start last game, Bobby. Yes.
but it's
So
not
he
worth.
might start this one.
When you think of the game, you cannot not think of the Arsenal game. You cannot. They have a
No,
stronger squad. They
okay.
have a deeper squad. You have to
So
keep
James
your
cannot
best.
play 2 games in a row. You're telling me
Not within 2, 3, not within 3, 4 days. No.
How many
four
minutes did
days.
he play? How many minutes did he play against in our last
I don't
game?
know, 20 minutes. I can't remember.
Yeah, I
Let me
We
mean,
check.
he
also
might.
we recently heard that the medical department also, are very
No,
protective,
Rich James
and
came in the 25th, in the 65th minute,
Yes, that's what I
so
hear.
he
That's
could
what
still
he said.
start this one, Bobby, and not finish it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And he
it's
can
left to
start
be
it, Bobby.
seen.
The conversation behind Reece James need to finish. He's fit. He's been fit for over a year now. That needs to finish. He needs to play now. He needs to, get in there and play. Yes, not three,
but
four
but he
games
has
in a
been
row, but two
but he has
games.
been
No problem playing 2 games in
but
a row.
Dante, he has been fit with the cautious approach that the team and the manager has placed in.
Yes, but he played twice,
If
three
he was
games in a
playing
row
regularly,
already.
he wouldn't have.
He's played twice, 3 games in a row already.
I think
Twice.
realistically, if we are that desperate to put James in a game against Charlton Athletic, then that's an indictment. That is such an indictment to the squad, to Chelsea, to the sporting
Why?
directors,
Your captain
because that
for
shows
for
we've got
risking
nothing.
his first game.
That's where the problem lies now, Bobby. If we don't start him, if we don't start some of the players that are some of our best players, and we lose this game, people will lose their shit, start complaining. You're
Exactly.
damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And I think the manager wouldn't want to risk too much now. And I think I get it. The Arsenal game comes in 3 days time or so.
4 days,
I
yeah.
think he can still start the strongest 11, and
Exactly.
if we start
Look.
winning the game, then he can make changes and rest players. They
I think
have
it
to.
would.
Those players you're trying to, you could say, save. I think they still play a part in this game one way or the other. Except if
Charlton is
we
a
start with
championship team. They're not
you
like
can
a
say,
6th-tier team or third, fourth division. They're championship, just one below.
yeah. So it's a huge risk to or you can
They're in
say
the 17th
underestimate them.
position,
It doesn't
isn't
matter.
it?
It doesn't matter what position they're in the championship.
And,
It's a
and,
different
and it's
Look,
a
level.
look.
huge
Time
risk to
will
actually
tell.
start thinking that way. To start thinking, yeah, we shouldn't start our best 11 because it's Charlton.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we should start our best
I
Not
11.
agree,
necessarily
Bobby. I don't
all
think we
our
should set
best
our best
11.
11 either. That's why I'm not putting my best 11 on there. Tosin is not part of our best 11. Hato is not part of our best 11. Buddy Shield probably is not.
Look.
Okay.
Look, I think our strongest 11 or our strong side will start this game apart from the two players who need cautious approach, that is Fofana and James. I think beyond those two, we can still put in a strong 11, and that is what is going to happen because he is playing his first
He
game,
has to play a stronger
Rosenior, and
11,
he would
exactly.
want some
It's
coordinations
first
and
game.
combinations.
Yeah, and would
That's
want to
it.
try out something that he would do against Arsenal because
I still,
he's had no preseason.
I still don't see Fofana and James starting this game.
No, no, both might not start, but I see again it makes sense to start Tosin because of the height of stuff that Dante talked about.
Oh, Tosin
Maybe,
for sure. For sure. He's made
and
absolute sense there.
here's the thing I'm gonna say also
And I
one
don't like
sure.
Tosin as a player, but that's all we've got
Yeah,
in terms of
but
that
one thing to
That
be
is
caliber.
sure
true,
is that you
sure.
can say this is just fun. This is just us having fun because the truth remains. Yeah, I don't think we can actually. I don't think we can actually say for sure what he's gonna do.
No, we won't
We're
know
just
till
trying
now.
our luck here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not certain what it's going to do. And progress please refrain from using all caps. If you do that, the AI that's policing the comment, the live chat session will see your message. You will see it as you're spamming that place, and will delete your message and time you out. But that's fine. Let's catch up with what we have. We'll have fun. We get it done. And then we'll see how correct we are. The fun part, I like it when we're all done. I agree because it makes us to think, you could say intellectually or sensibly, maybe try to come to a sensible conclusion. And the Easy King 5897, thank you for that. He's saying, let's be honest, we are whatever you have there. Let's play 4-3-1-2. It depends on the manager. Let's see what happens. I don't think we are. Something happened. It's you can say it wouldn't be wrong to argue the manager, his head turning was one of the reasons why something started happening. because yeah, I think we should be doing better than we did in our last few games or so. There's too many first team players in this lineup. He will use some academy players unless he's completely shameless, except if he will only use academy players that much if he maybe if they're not proud, if they don't care if we get knocked out from the FA Cup. He's gonna. Here's factors we've mentioned here, and I think we all can agree he wouldn't want to mess around too much with his first game. But if he trusts the academy players well enough, he could start them and still have the big guns on the bench in case things don't go our way. And when you're saying first team players, yeah, we still have Tosin, we still have Chalobah, we still have what's his name, Fofana that can also start centrally. Yeah, so we haven't actually started. You could say not too many of our starting players. There's still, you can say we have 2 11s that are strong enough to beat them. I don't know how else to phrase this. I'd go with 4-3-2-1, but let's just go with this structure right now until we'll learn. If Dante proves that again, if we watch out, if we start today and we start with the back three in play, the way Dante has preached consistently, that's definitely how the manager will approach the game, then kudos to him. That's how we operate here. But so far, I think it's 3-against-1. Dante is a lone six. We'll probably have three defensive midfielders against him. Well, let's see what else you have. You keep dropping the likes on the stream. People the likes to go along with. Please note, Tosin, he might well start because of the height thing that Dante talked about. And it makes sense to me, but we just can't change it because more votes than Dante right now if we're going by the players that Dante, did you say Bobby, did you say Tosin?
He did, yes.
He says Tosin? So who
Yes, I agreed with Tosin. Yeah.
So who does he change here?
Where? Left side?
In the two centre backs we have
Of
here.
the two, do you know what? I mean, as you said, we'll never know what he'll do.
This is more
But-
like us just having fun.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be. But I would say he will go Tosin Badiashile.
No way.
That's-
That combination is disaster. No way.
That's according to you. He might trust them to do it, just like we
that's
complain about them under
Just in terms
Maresca,
of-
and he ends up doing it over and over again.
Just in terms
Yeah.
of, Dante mentioned that there's a 2-meter tall striker. He will not be the only physically challenging height we'll have to deal with there. So he might do that. I mean, he could go worse than that. But yeah,
Badiashile can play the left centre back role. You might see Hato playing the left wing back / left midfield.
that would make more sense.
Yeah, because
to me.
Badiashile can play left centre back.
That would make far more sense to me if you're dealing with the physicality that a championship side is going to throw at you.
Hato at left wing back.
Yeah, he can play that. Yeah,
I don't think he can play there. He's not.
you don't think he can
good
play
moving-
left wing back? Have you seen him watch
He
his
has.
games during his Ajax days?
He's more defensive player, coach. He's not that good attacking. He's not really played that role,
Okay,
that
we'll see.
extensively. Or
Ajax
see.
pinned back a lot of teams, and he was playing that.
my
left
God, we
back.
are really confused this a lot.
We'll see. We'll see, Jay. We'll see.
No, I agree with you, Jade. I haven't seen evidence of that yet because he came on for both last games, and he went into the left centre back position. But I'm just saying, for that to happen for Bobby, for those both to be playing, that would have to happen because Hato can't be playing there then otherwise. Because
Okay, so who will Tosin replace here? Who did we agree Tosin replaces here? Most likely Chalobah, right?
no, we'll have to be Buddy
I would go
Shield.
with Chalobah and Tosin.
Because Chalobah brings, you can say, irrespective of what you think of him, he brings some stability.
Tosin would only
Yeah,
play in
and-
the back in the middle of the back three, so he'll be the central back defender.
So this
like he
can
did in
be,
the last
right?
game. So yeah, you can't play him on the left or the right. He can't. He's never played those positions. He doesn't play. He plays the center or right in the center mostly.
Yeah, this can work as a back three in possession, and Tosin can be the center back in possession.
All right,
Chalobah will
since I'm still with you, we know he likes to play with a double pivot. The 2U thing starts there.
Who did you ask? Sorry,
The 2 6s.
who did you ask?
You. Since I'm
Oh,
still
me.
with
Sorry.
you, so
Okay.
that I can go back
Uh,
again from now. Yeah.
yeah, Caicedo and Santos for this one.
Is Santos, is he fit?
Yes, he's fit. Yes.
So the manager just had to take him off to bring on another player to balance things out after the red card.
That
Exactly.
yes, of course.
I think he'll do that as well. Caicedo and Santos.
Bobby just
Yeah,
disagree. Just disagree for
No,
the sake of it.
even if he's going to do that again against Arsenal.
No, Caicedo is suspended against Arsenal, Bobby. That's why he's playing this game.
Oh, is he suspended against
Yes.
Arsenal?
yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wait. He's suspended. Is he allowed to play this one?
Yes, of course.
Yes, not the Arsenal one.
So he's definitely gonna play this one.
Then that's all the more reason Reece James is not going to play this game.
I agree.
He will use Reece James instead of Caicedo.
I agree. Reece James might not start this one.
I don't know
Yeah.
what Esugo's situation's like.
He started training, but you can
Yeah.
argue not yet fully fit.
He'll be on the bench. He might come on. Hopefully, we'll see if he's
he'll need
apparently he's
some
ready to go,
time.
but not starting. Probably just
No.
a few minutes.
No, he'll need to start to be eased in. But definitely, if Caicedo is not playing against Arsenal, Reece James ain't playing this game.
So I agree with Bobby now. JD, you agree?
Yeah, James is not going to start anyways. So, but the Caicedo thing makes it more evident that he's not going to start. I think Gusto is injured. I think Josh will be
Gusto's got a
starting.
knock. He's not going to play. So yeah, that's why there's no one else.
Josh is there, so Josh can play.
Josh, you can play Josh, but he's not a right wing back like a right. That's not his position. There's only one other natural that plays in that position, and that is Reece James.
Gusto can play, right?
No, he's got a
He's
knock, coach.
injured.
I don't think he's going to play this game.
But you're not too sure.
Not too sure, but from what we saw, it's questionable. So
Let's see. They have him on the pitch.
He was actually heavily limping. He was actually limping really bad in that Fulham game.
Well, it's a game time decision, so we don't know, but that usually means not very good. He might be on the bench, but I don't think starting if that's the case. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But look, he's the best for that position, definitely. But if he's not available, then I think Reece James should be playing there. I want to see Reece James play back to his position, and yeah, get going and get in that position, impact the team, lead the team. Show us what you can do back in that position, because he will be playing in that position for Tuchel anyway. So
maybe he can start, and maybe he can, if the match is sealed, then he can sub
maybe
off.
who can start?
James can start, and if the match is under control, he would be subbed off early. That is the ideal situation.
Or he can also start on the bench if need be. He can come on. Houston, we're just having fun here. We don't have anything to work with except that he plays a particular structure and likes certain type of players.
The fun is still confusing.
But that's what makes it fun, really. Okay, just responding to Ebro. What does Ebro say here? There's something I had highlighted that he said, and the Bluetooth game said this is a fraudulent, shameless lineup. You mean to tell me big UNC cannot make it into this team? Who's big UNC?
Tosin.
Oh, okay, Uncle Tosin. Okay. No, he can. It depends. But we have him there right now. That's why we deliberate. We have conversations. You pay attention to what all the panelists each one has to say. And Bobby made an excellent point. If Caicedo is starting, that's the more reason why James isn't necessarily needed. Except if the manager wants to try something and feels the need to have all of them on the pitch at the same time. Let's see, what else do we have here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go. Okay, and this is 1953 says that this is where we're going wrong. We cannot play blah 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 because we have Arsenal soon. Our job is to beat Charlton, and I see it that way too. Honestly, I'm not. Our job is to beat them and beat them convincingly, and to do that, we have to start our best 11 on today. But the truth remains, you cannot just do that without considering the Arsenal game, because
Don't
players
forget that
can.
Arsenal game is a two-legged tie as well. It's not one single game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you have to consider that to a certain, irrespective of how you see it, you must consider that while you select players for the day. I agree. So put the team out to win, worry about Arsenal where we play. Not so much like that. The latter part of your comment, it doesn't really work like that. There are certain players that the manager would have to manage carefully. Yeah. Let's see what else we have. You keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes will go a long way. I'm going to scroll to the very bottom. There are lots and lots of comments, and I just cannot read all of them. One Viking boss, Chelsea all the way. I appreciate you finding the time to join the conversation. Thank you for saying that. Coach thinks we're playing Manchester City. But you get the point. One thing to bear in mind, this is the manager's first game, technically, irrespective of whether he had some measure of influence in the lineup selection or the approach later on in the game. In the two games we've played since, we know he will become our next manager. It's irrelevant, really, to some measure. In my opinion, that might not be the case. He would want to win this game, because they start counting for him right now. I don't think he would want to lose it.
The press will be there. The media will be there.
Exactly. He would want to win it and win it convincingly. So it doesn't matter whether we're playing 10th division team. All right. No matter how I feel about the owners and this model, we have to get behind this manager and young team, win or lose. That's the spirit. And thank you for that. And my bro is in the house, Road King TV. I've told you, bro, if you're on X, send me a message. I want you on the panel here. I want you on the panel. And thank you you've sent me invitations severally when you were streaming live on TikTok, but on 2 occasions I was driving at the time, because that's usually when I leave to go pick up my boys from school. But I really, really would want to have you on the panel here, my bro. But nice to have you here. And if you haven't, people, please go check out his YouTube channel. Click the 3 dots to his name. Go to your channel. Go and subscribe. Let's help him grow. And bro, you can actually share the link yourself. Yeah, because you're a moderator. Let's see what else we have here. It's true. What else do we have here? Kuchila, hope Badia Sheila doesn't do hospital passes. Yeah, you know that type of passes. It's a Niger thing. My bro says Achampong and Chalaba on Central. Please, let's stop bringing up Tosin. He will play games. And I'm not sure what else to say. Moises and Enzo. For this game, I think he will rest Enzo Fernandez. That's what I think, but we could still see him. Ebro, I've said hello to you. I can't read everything, so let's continue. And okay, Mod Mana responding to someone in the chat, and I will never forget how the 2 robots in the chat fought each other, and Nightbot timed out Mod Mana, because Mod Mana at the time wasn't a moderator, so I had to change that. But that's, by the way, 2 6s. We all agree. Bobby, the 3 in behind the striker, what players do you think would see there? Yeah, it takes Bobby a while to unmute. All right, I think we're still. I think we're gonna see. I think we're going to see Cole Palmer in this game, because it's not 100. You can say his come across as not being 100% fit, so he needs more game time to get there. And also, you can say an easier opposition to play against, maybe to get a few goals here and there to boost his confidence. I think he's going to start this game. Palmer there. So let me go. I think we're going to see.
Coach, do you think so? I wouldn't start him.
But you understand the reason I say we might see him?
I understand your reasoning, but I think it's too many games in a row, and Arsenal, of course, but also the opposition. They're going to completely tackle him and stomp on him and go after him. They don't play pretty. So I would not put him in this type of game, to be honest, if you want to keep him fit, especially on his toes.
Okay. I think we're going to have Estevao on the right. Let me pick the 3, then let's hear your argument. Where's Estevao?
And it's not home either. It's away from home. So
Okay, let me just speak myself there, then you can come in. Where's Estevao? My goodness, is he still there? Okay, there you go, Estevao here. I think Gittins plays this game. Gittins or Ganache, but I think Gittins probably. Okay, where is he? Did anybody see him? Jamie by not Gittins. JBG. So, Bobby, let's hear you if you're there, or should I just go to Jay if you're busy?
So, coach, sorry, you're going to Jay, yeah, because you're putting Gittins as a left wing back.
I'm just going by 4-2-3-1.
Okay.
Then if he see, here's the thing, Dante. I get your point. We played second half. We played differently, and I didn't actually pay attention very well. But I'm saying if we're
Not second
sticking,
half, coach. We played the whole game last game. Not second half.
I'd have to rewatch it again.
Second
But
half
maybe
against Man City, we changed it, and the last game, full game, that formation.
Okay. So I'm saying if we're going by 4-2-3-1, as I said, we're just having fun. We don't have too much to work with. Who else on the panel thinks it's definitely going to be a back three?
Not me.
Not you, Bobby. Do you think it will be a back three? Bobby probably not going to pick that. So
He's
let's just
busy.
stick with what we know. We're just having fun. We'll see what happens. So I think it's going to be like this. But Dante, let's just walk with back four, because I think we're not going to get it done. Because I'm not sure what it's going to be really.
All right.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. So let's assume it's going to be a back four. So Dante, your thoughts?
Well, yeah, that's fine. Yes, I still think James will play this game, though. I would have James playing this
Who else
game.
thinks that James is going to play?
Not me.
Okay. Bobby, we don't count him now because it's not. They definitely won't start Palmer. This is a Bonanote game. He might. Dante, do you think it's going to be Bonanote? But Estevao would definitely start. He didn't play the last game, right?
Yeah, no. So Estevao, I think, will start as one of those guys in behind. Definitely, I don't think
So
Palmer will play
Bonanote will
for the
start in the
reasons.
10 position.
Yeah, for the reasons I told you, I don't think Palmer will play this. I think you're putting him at
Joao
risk.
Pedro can start at 10.
He could, but I think Estevao can do that job no problem, and maybe Gittins, the other one in behind, he can play that position. He's played it at Dortmund. He's not the best at it, but he can do it. So, and of course the striker, we need the striker as well.
Did anybody see Bonanote here? Is it just me?
No, I saw him.
I
there
don't think
before.
he's starting.
You saw him here, Dante?
I did. Yeah. Go back up.
Okay, there you
There,
go.
on
I
the
really
left.
think Bonanote is starting the first game for Rosenior.
I don't know. Possibly we're just having fun, really.
I've seen a lot of lineups with him in it, but I
I'm not
don't
sure.
think so either. I don't think he will play him either.
So if he doesn't start, who do you think starts there?
Yeah, I think Gittins will probably play, maybe even Garnacho. You got to use those players. This
But
is
who
the game.
in the 10 position? Who in the 10 position? If we're going by 4-2-3-1, if it's not going to be Bonanote, who plays there? Well, I think we might see.
All right, Coach. Leave Bonanote
Joao
in,
Pedro
but
here, and then we'll see Shim in the number 9 position, or Mark Gee.
Shim's not playing this game.
You don't
He
think
just got a
Shim
hat trick
plays?
today.
He's not playing. He played already today. He scored a hat trick. He's not playing. He's not starting this game.
Oh, he played already today.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's probably not going to get a chance. So who in the 10th position? Joao Pedro and number 9 who? Margui?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess if it's that formation, Coach. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we're just going by this now just to get it
by that
done.
formation, yes. But I would probably do that. But I don't think it'll be exactly like that.
I'm going to say once again, we're just having fun here. Really. Sanchez for sure, and striker will be JP. Joao Pedro, possibly. Let's see.
Maggie then should probably play. Yeah, give him a go. Why not? Let him battle.
Give me 1 second. Go ahead, Dante.
let Marquis battle up front the defenders and use his, let him work the defenders over, and then you can bring someone else after.
Dante, give me 1 second. Let
Gusto
me
is
handle this
definitely
quickly. I know we're rounding off soon.
injured, so that is one player we can all agree that is not starting. At least I know for sure he's not starting. They won't take such risk even if he's not that
Yeah, well,
injured.
that's what I said. I mean, unless really desperate, but I don't. There's no point. He'll be quite important for the games ahead. So
Even
I think,
if you're going with a back three in possession, let's assume Gusto can go a bit forward and that becomes your back three with Hato at left
it's
center
not in
back. I
possession. He
think
doesn't play it like that, Jay. He plays all the time three at the back, and then uh, the two normally that would be a left wing back, or it's more of a left midfield and a right midfield because that's how it is. So yeah, those can
okay.
come back and cover the back three as well. So, but you've got centrally cover as well from those two sitting players as well. So yeah, usually
Oh,
he likes attacking players on the right hand side and the left hand side in that left midfield role. So James would be attacking, obviously, because it suits his game. He
I
can
mean,
attack.
there won't be much difference to the lineup, right? Even if the system is what you're saying, just remove Gittins and add Garnacho. Garnacho, I think, can do a better job, something similar to what Neto can do, rather than Gittins. Gittins is something totally different,
To that left, yeah, that left midfield role, definitely, yes, yes.
right? So the team can be similar if you just remove Gittins and add Garnacho. Estevao and Pedro can become your two tens behind Maggi.
And that's why I say those two players, especially Gittins, Garnacho, at least you can play them in your formation and have a look at them early now, how they do in this formation, in this type of game. Don't worry about Buonanotte, he's on a loan, doesn't really matter. You can bring him on if you want later on, but have a look at Gittins in that 10 position in behind, or Garnacho, or in that left midfield, left wing back role as well. Have a look at them in this game if they can do it. He played Neto in that left wing back role position the last two games. So it looks like he prefers a more attacking player on the left hand side, which at
If I
Strasbourg he did
if
have.
I'm not wrong, correct me. He plays like maybe the wing backs or the left midfield and right midfield thing. But in attack, it would be your two tens and a striker, right? If it's a back three.
Yes, and the right midfield and left midfielder goes up as well along the in the front.
Okay,
They
so you
overlap.
want Gittins to be the uh, left ten, right? In the half
I would put
space.
him in a left 10, yes.
The only negative about that is that he did play that role at Dortmund when the manager
Yes,
changed, and he
correct.
was bad. He was good when played on the,
Correct.
on the
Yes, I
touchline.
did bring that up
So
the last couple of shows. And exactly the same for Garnacho.
yeah, he under Amarin. So yeah, these two are actually, not looking good for them.
Correct. That's why I said they were definitely Enzo Maresca's system, Enzo Maresca signings.
Come on, man, you just bring up the same
What do you
topic.
mean, come on,
But
man? How wouldn't they be if that's the case then?
maybe flood planning. Maybe they didn't think long term. Maybe they just wanted to build something, and it
No, they did
wasn't
think
ready
long
for Enzo
term for
Maresca.
Maresca, correct. That's why it was unexpected what happened with Maresca, unfortunately, because they did plan with Maresca
Not
long term.
Maresca.
Most
Maybe they
players were
wanted to
bought in
stick
for
with the
Maresca's system.
system rather than Maresca. I think they wanted to stick with that system rather than Maresca. They wanted to replace, even in future, they wanted to replace him with the same manager with the same tactics. So the players are for the formation and the tactics that the club want to play rather than for Enzo Maresca.
That would make sense if we didn't play the last two games, Liam Rosenior's formation.
Yep. Coach, you
Right,
can just remove
let's talk
Gusto.
about. I think we should just talk about comments from the manager's press. I don't think we should be going through them one by one. He said a lot of stuff, but I think the panelists can individually say what they liked the most, what not, for me, I didn't see anything concerning. If anything, I learned more and more that he's actually as intelligent as I've always believed he is. And as you can see on the screen, Rod King, he shared the link to his YouTube channel. Please go check it out. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help him grow. Sorry, guys. Mike, you said no school today, and my wife is busy with something else. So I hope the neighbors don't call the cops on me the way my kids scream here. Jesus Christ.
Coach, why don't you
Jay,
haven't you got a nanny yet? Come on, I told you to get a nanny already.
can you guys hear it? Can you
Yeah, we
guys
can
hear
hear
it?
it. Yeah, we can hear him. Yeah.
Dang it! I need
Yeah.
to get a filter for the
Well, it's only the
microphone.
girl's voice, because
Yeah,
it's
because for
she's a
some
bit louder.
microphone, irrespective, they won't hear it as long as they're not close, in a close proximity to the microphones. That certain measure. Well, I'll take care of that. But yeah, kids will always be kids, and I think my neighbors, they have kids too, so probably they know. Jay, let's hear your thoughts on the manager's presser.
Um, uh, Without going into the details, everything that I heard about him, and one thing that we all can agree and be sure about is that he's a really good speaker. He's a really good
Very,
orator, and he's very smart with his words. And he has that, I want don't want to use the word, but he has that aura about him when he speaks, and fans can connect with him a lot. I would be really happy, and I hope that he wins and have success at this club, because if he can get the victories, then his words and his pressers are just going to be the icing on the cake. So it's going to be really good for him if he can produce results, because he's already got that little little something about him when he speaks. And I think I think it's important as well. We, especially at Chelsea, we had a few of those managers like Mourinho and even Tuchel, who would kind of calm people or the audience, the fans, and also charge them up just with the press conferences. So I think that is something intangible that is needed and required as a manager, especially if we are talking about the big clubs, especially Chelsea as well. So I think he's spot on with his words. He's very smart. He knows what to say. He's got the one-liners and all those things as well. So I'm pretty impressed with that. But again, I'm skeptical. I want to wait because I don't want to get a bit carried ahead. I want the results to be there. So then I can actually
yeah, because
get
without the
behind him
results,
fully.
yeah, it's useless.
Exactly. Even remember the Potter thing? He came out and said we are going to win the effing Champions League, and that went really bad. So I don't want something like that to happen. But I'm sure that this guy is much more wiser and smarter with his word, and not something like Potter. So I'm happy. I'm happy with his press conferences and his views on the club. He knows the club as well. He's got all the things that you want a new manager to have. He ticks all the boxes. He knows the history. He knows the people, historical figures of Chelsea, who to mention, who to not. So yeah, pretty good, pretty impressive.
Yeah, thank you so much. How about you, Dante? Your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty much what Jay said. The only thing we'll see is when the pressure's on, when things don't go right, how he will talk then and how he will react to that. Because one thing he does have is fire in him. So he did it as a player, and even in his younger managerial career, he's got that fire there. So it's how does he handle that? He likes to talk. He talks very well. He's educated. He's an ex-footballer as well and educated. So he's smart and an ex-athlete as well. So good family, obviously the dad as well, ex-player as well. So London boy as well. So look, he's very well spoken. It's just I want to see when the pressure's on how he reacts, because like I said, he does talk. He talks a lot. He talks really well, but that can also, when the pressure's on, you can talk a bit too much and say too many things. So that's the only thing, little tiny worry I have. The rest is all perfect. So I think, I'm excited by everything else, even the football, the formation, everything. It's just the only little part I'm worried about is that how is he going to talk when that
How
happens?
is he going to deal with pressure?
Pressure, because he's a bit of he talks a lot. He doesn't keep it in, and he'll say things, if you know what I mean. When he's got quite a bit of fire in him as well when he gets angry. So, or what I've seen. So that's the only part might be a little bit, but hey, that could be a while away. Hopefully that we don't see that at all.
Mm. All right, thank you for that. And Ibra says also Ganacho can play central attacking midfield role. It's not his preferred, but possible. I don't know. We could say fulfill that role. Let's
He can.
the
He
Aussie,
played
the
at Man
Aussie.
United there.
Sorry.
But again, like Gittins, coach, he didn't really suit him that well because he's a touchline winger. He's not a 10, but he did play there, tried to play there, and unfortunately didn't go too well. That was one of the reasons he left Manchester United.
Mhm. Let the Aussie Romanian captain Dan to take over. We'll be rounding up soon. I don't think there's so much to talk about. But Sony, let's see what else we have here. A big up to you two Spots Bands. Nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. Ranton Bands. Do you just love the sound of kids in the background tearing? Don't you just love the sound of kids in the background tearing coach's house down? Shout out to Coaches Junior. To Cook Junior and his brothers. Yeah, 3 boys, 1 girl. Yeah, the oldest is 8+ now. Let's see. On a separate note, Algeria and literally kicking the bleep out of Nigerian players. There should be at least 2 yellows. Physicality is the way they will get to the Nigerian players. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Anything else to catch up with here? I don't think there's anything else. Bobby, if you're there, you haven't spoken about the manager how he talks. Man City's smacking Exeter 6 goals but to nothing. Yeah, that's the sort of one we want. Beat them like you should beat them. Garnacho and who? And Neto must not touch the pitch. They might. Big up to you too, my bro. Spots, runs, and bands. So, Bobby, if you're there, anything you want to add to that before we call it a day?
Yeah, I'm back. No, there's nothing to add really. Let's wait and see what insight the first game under Rosenior is going to give us. I wish him luck. I really do.
Yeah. Yep. All right, people. With that, we've come to the natural end of this particular show. I want to say thank you to all of you for finding the time to be part of the conversation. And in my opinion, it's been an excellent conversation. Thank you to Mabast05 and aka MB5. Thank you for joining. Spots or rants and bands. Nice to see you. And the bruv, I don't know how do I pronounce that, but nice to have you on the chat there. And my bro Jay also in 2 places on the panel and in the chat. That's nice to see. Ebro, my bro, where's Ebro? Clockwen, nice to see you. Thank you. Chelsea. All right, Ebro, my bro, nice to see you. Where's Ebro? Yep, nice to see you. On the blue Tiffle game, nice to see you too. On the panel, Constantine Dante, the captain of the community, nice to see you. And our senior panelists and Bobby, nice to have you on the panel. Jay, also nice to have you on the panel. And if I miss your name, apologies, I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all and cheers.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Big up, guys.
Chelsea, the dream keeps us strong. Through every challenge, we rise, never wrong. With every goal, we fly, hearts on fire. The passion unites us, takes us higher. Keep on singing, support never fades. Together we stand in this blue brigade. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand. Oh yeah. The blue flag flying high, fly high. From Stamford Bridge, the pride that we share. Each kickoff, each moment, it feels so rare. With faith in our hearts, we chase the dream. Through every match day, we're part of the team. The love for Together we shout, let the victory ring. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. We're unstoppable, hear the roar. In blue we trust forevermore. Together we sing, hand in hand. For Chelsea forever we'll stand. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. Chelsea, the dream keeps us strong. Through every challenge we rise, never wrong. With every goal we fly, hearts on fire. The passion unites us, takes us higher. Keep on singing, support never fades. Together we stand in this blue brigade. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. From Stamford Bridge, the pride that we share. Each kickoff, each moment, it feels so rare. With faith in our hearts, we chase the dream. Through every match day, we're part of the team. The love for our club is a powerful thing. Together we shout, let the victory ring. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. We're unstoppable, hear the roar. In blue we trust forevermore. Together we sing, hand in hand. For Chelsea forever we'll stand. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. Chelsea, the dream keeps us strong. Through every challenge we rise, never wrong. With every goal we fly, hearts on fire. The passion unites us, takes us higher. Keep on singing, support never fades. Together we stand in this blue brigade. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. From Stamford Bridge, the pride that we share. Each kickoff, each moment, it feels so rare. With faith in our hearts, we chase the dream. Through every match day, we're part of the team. The love for our club is a powerful thing. Together we shout, let the victory ring. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. We're unstoppable, hear the roar. In blue we trust forevermore. Together we sing, hand in hand. For Chelsea forever we'll stand. Tonight is our night. Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. Chelsea, the dream keeps us strong. Through every challenge we rise, never wrong. With every goal we fly, hearts on fire. The passion unites us, takes us higher. Keep on singing, support never fades. Together we stand in this blue brigade. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. From Stamford Bridge, the pride that we share. Each kickoff, each moment, it feels so rare. With faith in our hearts, we chase the dream. Through every match day, we're part of the team. The love for our club is a powerful thing. Together we shout, let the victory ring. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. We're unstoppable, hear the roar. In blue we trust forevermore. Together we sing hand in hand. For Chelsea forever we'll stand. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. Chelsea, the dream keeps us strong. Through every challenge we rise, never wrong. With every goal we fly, hearts on fire. The passion unites us, takes us higher. Keep on singing, support never fades. Together we stand in this blue brigade. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. From Stamford Bridge, the pride that we share. Each kickoff, each moment, it feels so rare. With faith in our hearts, we chase the dream. Through every match day, we're part of the team. The love for our club is a powerful thing. Together we shout, let the victory ring. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. We're unstoppable, hear the roar. In blue we trust forevermore. Together we sing hand in hand. For Chelsea forever we'll stand. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. Chelsea, the dream keeps us strong. Through every challenge we rise, never wrong. With every goal we fly, hearts on fire. The passion passion unites us, takes us higher. Keep on singing, support never fades. Together we stand in this blue brigade. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand. Oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly from Stamford Bridge, the pride that we share. Each kickoff, each moment, it feels so rare. With faith in our hearts, we chase the dream. Through every match day, we're part of the team. The love for our club is a powerful thing. Together we shout, let the victory ring. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand. Oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. We're unstoppable. Hear the roar. In blue we trust forevermore. Together we sing hand in hand. For Chelsea forever we'll stand. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand. Oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. Chelsea, the dream keeps us strong. Through every challenge we rise, never wrong. With every goal we fly, hearts on fire. The passion unites us, takes us higher. Keep on singing, support never fades. Together we stand in this blue brigade. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand. Oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. From Stamford Bridge, the pride that we share. Each kickoff, each moment, it feels so rare. With faith in our hearts, we chase the dream. Through every match day, we're part of the team. The love for our club is a powerful thing. Together we shout, let the victory ring. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand. Oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. We're unstoppable. Hear the roar. In blue we trust forevermore. Together we sing hand in hand. For Chelsea forever we'll stand. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand. Oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. Chelsea, the dream keeps us strong. Through every challenge we rise, never wrong. With every goal we fly, hearts on fire. The passion unites us, takes us higher. Keep on singing, support never fades. Together we stand in this blue brigade. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand. Oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. From Bridge, the pride that we share. Each kickoff, each moment, it feels so rare. With faith in our hearts, we chase the dream. Through every match day, we're part of the team. The love for our club is a powerful thing. Together we shout, let the victory ring. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. The blue flag flying high, fly high. We're unstoppable, hear the roar. In blue we trust forevermore. Together we sing, hand in hand. For Chelsea forever we'll stand. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. Blue flag flying high, fly high. Chelsea, the dream keeps us strong. Through every challenge we rise, never wrong. With every goal we fly, hearts on fire. The passion unites us, takes us higher. Keep on singing, support never fades. Together we stand in this blue brigade. Tonight is our night. For Chelsea we stand, oh yeah. The blue flag flying high, fly high. From Stamford Bridge, the pride that we share. Each kickoff, each moment,